It's That Little Gay Talk Show with Joel Tatum and Charlotte Shotguns. Houston's hot mess of a podcast. A funny but thoughtful look at the LGBTQIA plus community.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm gonna, for everybody out there, we're sitting outside on the patio at Buddy's for Pride, so I'm just gonna adjust the mic just a little bit. So if it goes up and down, do not adjust your radios. Do not adjust. I said radios, girl. Does anybody listen to a radio? I just said radio. Y'all know how old I am if I said radio.
Lord.
No need to adjust your cell phones or your other MP3 devices.
Goodness gracious.
We're just making sure that we sound good, but not like obnoxiously good.
Right. Well, I don't know. I like being obnoxiously good.
Mm-hmm.
That's like kind of my MO.
Mm-hmm. I'm an introvert in the streets and an extrovert in the mic. I know it's not rhyming.
In the mic.
Look, it's been a morning. It's been a morning.
Oh, yes, it has.
It is Pride. It is Sunday. Pride at Buddy's. I'm with a very, very special guest. Oh, my God. I'm so excited. I have seen her at Raise the Bar. I have seen her do karaoke here at Buddy's. I have seen her perform all over Montrose. Y'all know her as Miss Wendy Taylor.
Hey. I'm so happy to be here.
I would put my applause button up, but I can't remember which button that is.
Oh, that's too bad, because I live for the applause.
I know, and it's all deserving. It is all deserving. When my friend Julio, my co-producer, because I'm sure he wants me to say that.
Oh.
When my co-producer said, hey, I'm going to get you Wendy Taylor for the show, because you don't have anybody for the show. Because I actually wasn't going to do the show, because I'm like, everybody was working Pride.
Yeah.
Everybody's working Pride. Charlotte's working Pride. Everybody's working Pride.
Everybody's working. It's which is wonderful to see.
Yeah, it is wonderful to see.
Wonderful to see.
And I know for everybody, my best friend came down. He bought tickets months ago.
Yeah.
So that he can come, because he thought we were going to have a Pride parade and all that other
stuff.
So he bought plane tickets months ago. I'm like, girl, we're not having Pride until sometime in fall. Why did you buy tickets? What?
And a lot of people are really upset about the parade moving to the fall. But me as a big girl, I'm happy about the cooler weather.
Let me tell you something. I have told people this, like especially not the young people, because y'all think Pride automatically happened downtown for years. No,
right?
It was in Montrose.
It
was in Montrose for the longest time. But like I told my older buddies, I'm like, stop saying y'all wish it was back in Montrose.
Oh, it's too big for Montrose.
There were 700,000 people at the 2019 Pride.
Yes, there was.
And that was a record.
Yep.
And, 100,000 of them were in the reflecting pool in front of them.
Yeah. No, I emceed for them a couple of years, and
yes.
It was wild. The first year that they were there at the City Hall.
Yes, 2015, which was a monumental day because they just moved Pride downtown.
Yep.
And gay marriage had become the Supreme Court made gay marriage legal.
Yep.
All in the same month.
It was really incredible to be on stage. I think I'm trying to remember the year that I actually did that. I did it for 2 years, and one of the years we had. See, now I can't even remember the name. I'm so tired. Say something. Great Big World. Big World was there.
She did 18 shows yesterday.
18 shows yesterday.
Shows, girl.
We had an amazing fundraiser yesterday at Tony's Corner Pocket for AIDS Foundation Houston, where I put together 5 hours of musicians to come through and perform, and they all showed up and showed out, and we raised a great amount of funds. I'm waiting to find out what the total was. I'm really excited about it, but it was a phenomenal event.
And just a personal shout out there, Clayton. One of my friends, one of the people I've interviewed today, and who's become kind of a friend of the show, Clayton Yonkin, is he premiered his animated LGBTQ kind of like Power Rangers show on YouTube. So y'all need to check that out.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know, right? It is it's amazing. My mind is all over the place. I'm going to have to look up the show. Neon Lights. I'm sorry.
Nice.
Clayton, I'm so sorry.
I like the name. Neon Lights is cute.
Yes, Neon Lights. And I'm sure it premiered. I think he said it premiered on the 24th or the 25th, which was 25th was what, yesterday? 25th is yesterday.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna go.
Let me look at my phone. I'll tell you for sure. No, it was 2 days ago.
It was 2 days ago.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so he premiered it. Y'all check it out on YouTube. please, because I mean, I got to watch the previews before anybody else did, and I think it's going to be an incredible show.
Awesome. So, I'm going to have to look it up.
Yeah. So y'all look that up, and I want to say hello to Clayton.
Hey, Clayton.
I hope you get some rest. You know, he worked on he did most of the animation, and he got everything together mostly by himself.
Wow.
He put the music together. He got the cast together while working a teaching job.
That's a phenomenal producer right there.
And I'm like, I wanted to have him back on the show, but he was so exhausted that I was like, he needed a mental health day.
Yeah. I understand. Mine's going to be tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow's mommy's going to be in bed all day.
Which, it's so important now. I mean, when we talk about mental health now, especially in the gay community, we really need to be talking more about mental health in the gay community.
I agree completely.
Because I have been in and out of therapy for years. I mean, for years. When I say out, it means sometimes I couldn't afford it.
See, that's where our country's really messed up, because the people who need it the most, it's not available to.
But I love the fact that it's being talked about more and more now. It's being talked, especially with men. Men have a hard time.
Yes.
Men, and this. And I'm. Y'all should know this by now. I am African American or black, whichever one. I love it when white people go, "Is it okay to say black?" Yes, girl, it's okay to. Are you really asking me, is it okay to say black? Just say black, girl.
Well, I know my friend Ashton with Black Lives Matter, he prefers black because not everybody who is black or melanated is from Africa, is African descent. So black is the term that he prefers. So I always just said black.
Yeah. So I always just say, I just tell people, and like I said, the people without melanin who keep saying, is it okay? I'm like, girl. Okay. If you were asking me for permission to say the N-word, then it's like, hell motherfucker, no.
Hell no.
Hell no. I don't care if we grew up under the same tits. You are not, as long as you have no melanin in that skin, you are not saying that word. That's
a whole big no-no. That's not only it. I don't even like saying N-word. To me, I feel dirty.
I can't I'm one of the few black people who does not use the N-word at all in my language. I don't. And I'm not faulting other black people for doing it. Hey, if you want to do it, that's your thing. But I don't use the N-word.
See, I'm all about reclaiming words that are used to hurt us. We do that in the gay community with the word queer and homo. We've reclaimed those words, so I understand why somebody would want to reclaim that.
Yeah, but we still have a hard time with the F word. We still have a hard
Oh, yeah, that one I don't like. Yeah. I don't like that one at all.
We have tried to reclaim that several times, but we still bristle when we say it. And I tried to say it a couple of times, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, it's yucky. It doesn't feel good to me either.
And I never, you know what? I'm probably one of the few people who never thought that queer was a negative word ever.
Oh, I grew up in the sticks, and it was definitely used as a derogatory term.
Now, I remember back in the days when you said the word queer, you did that little hand gesture. Hands. He might be just a little bit queer. Now, I'm doing a little bit of video, so this time y'all might be able to see it, but yeah.
So I have a joke about that. They say, why do gays always do this? Because they don't always have the room to do this. With your hands all the way out in the air. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. I thought you were going to do the 2 snaps and the Z thing.
Probably would have sounded better on the mic.
Exactly. But that goes back to, like, in Living Color days. Remember that little skit?
Oh, I love In Living Color.
You know what? Can I say this? I loved it back then, but when I try to watch it right now, and I watch Blaine, and when I watch the 2 characters do the Blaine and what's his name thing, I'm like...
Yeah, ew.
I'm like, oh, why did I find that fun? I mean, it was hilarious back then, and even then I was still wrestling.
Well, it's because we know better now.
Yeah, and I'm like...
It's hard to go back and watch some of the sitcoms from the 90s that I grew up on, and I'm like, wow. Because now I watch it, and I'm like, this is problematic as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, some of my... And the younger people especially, they go back and watch, like, Friends and all this other stuff.
Oh, it's
and I'm like,
very problematic.
I'm like...
Friends is crazy to me because I'm sitting there going, you're in the most diverse city in the United States next to Houston, and you're telling me you couldn't come up with any other color than white people?
Yeah, exactly.
On your show?
You're in New York. Throw an Asian in there. Throw someone of Asian descent. Throw someone of Latin descent. There are Puerto Ricans right down the street.
Right.
I mean,
it's wild.
It's wild, and it took them 9 seasons before a black before a black character showed up.
Yeah, before it even became on camera. Crazy.
And Joy was dating her.
Right.
And it was Aisha Tyler. I remember who it was because she stands out. I mean, when you can remember the one black actress's name that was on Friends after 9 seasons, it's like, oh my God, was she? I wonder if she was invited back to the reunion.
I don't know because I didn't even bother to watch it.
And it got huge reviews, and like people still love Friends, and I can't understand why.
Yeah, same.
But you know what? I'm gonna admit it. I did like Friends back in the day, but I also love Living Single.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh, that jingle too.
Exactly.
That slaps.
We are living single. Ooh, in the 90s kind of world. I'm glad I got my girl. Oh,
Yep.
I can't even believe I remember those.
Yep. It's so good.
It's so good. And Queen Latifah, I'm like
goddess. Absolute goddess.
Absolute goddess. But and I don't mean no harm when I say this, but we knew.
We knew.
Queen, you weren't fooling. We knew.
Oh no.
We kept it a secret. I mean,
yeah.
We kept it a secret. We were like, okay, well, she. Okay.
Yeah, there was definitely something up. There was something up.
Mm-hmm. We knew there was something up, but we were like, you know what? When she's ready, she'll let us know.
Everybody's got to come out on their own time. It's important.
Yeah, exactly. Because back in the day, I mean, you could easily be forced out of the closet back in the day. Now, it's like,
man.
Now, and that football player just came out.
Yeah.
That NFL football player.
See, that one I have mixed feelings about.
I have mixed feelings too because
Michael Sam.
I saw. First of all, yes, we forget about Michael Sam.
Michael Sam paved the way for him to be able to do that, and people forget about him, and he got blackballed.
Mm-hmm. He sure did. And on top of that, some of his pictures have been a little bit not Michael Sam, but
the other guy. Yeah.
Some of his pictures are a little bit on the shady side because it's like. There's a Trump shirt here, and he's hanging out with the bros.
No, not a log cabin Republican.
Now, I'm not saying that he was wearing it, but some of the people in the picture he was with was wearing it.
Well,
and he did donate I think he donated like $100,000 to the Trevor Project.
That's a start.
That's a start, and I think that when he was coming out, I'm sure that someone consulted him and said, "Look, these pictures are going to come out. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to come out, you need to donate some money because people are going to be like, and Twitter, Twitter is, Lord,
fierce.
Twitterverse, gay Twitter and black Twitter. You don't mess with those two.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. You do not mess with gay Twitter and you do not mess with black Twitter.
No, they will rip you a new one.
They will rip you. They will find your shit.
Yep.
These people are the best investigative reporters I have ever seen.
Ever. Period.
Ever. I mean, they will go back as far back as they could possibly go to find your shit.
Oh, man. Yes, they will.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That one actress who I love, she was in, what's that show on Netflix? Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah.
They went back and found a picture of her at 19 at some racist organization, but a lot of people don't realize this. By the time that she had become like some queen, she was 19. I'm like, why y'all went that? I'm like, Twitter. Why'd y'all go that far back? Y'all didn't need to go that far back.
Well, you know what, though? As an ally, I think that it's important for people to see that there was growth because I think that everybody automatically equates anything that's bigoted as pure evil.
Yeah, exactly.
And while it is, the people are not wholly evil. We have to have space to grow and do better. Or if we're always labeled as evil, then we'll never be able to overcome and do better.
Yeah, how are people supposed to grow? You know what? I think the Twitterverse is getting a little bit better. I think what they call cancel culture or woke culture. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about cancel culture and woke culture for just 1 second. My generation, we just swept it under the rug, call it a day.
Yeah.
And we act like it didn't exist. So I like the fact that y'all calling all this shit out, but y'all need to take it down a couple of notches. It's people change.
Yeah, people change, but I also think that cancel culture comes in handy sometimes when it should.
It does. It does come in handy when it should.
Milo Yiannopoulos or whatever his name is.
Okay.
Canceled.
Okay, so every gay has a shameful story. So let me tell you my shameful story about Milo Yiannopoulos.
Uh-oh.
At one time, I was a follower. At one time. I used to follow him on YouTube before he became, like, super big. And this was right around the time he was talking about gay marriage and why gays didn't need gay marriage and our culture was superior to other cultures and all this other stuff. And, you know, I hold the belief that our culture is superior to others. I do, and I'm okay with that. And so I liked having someone who was saying, now, I didn't agree with his gay marriage stance, but that's fine. You can disagree with, you know, here's something that people forget. You can disagree with someone and be okay.
I think I think that that's true to a point, but as soon as your beliefs start stepping on my rights, then that's a problem. And that's the same with gay marriage, though, because gay marriage should be a right. It's about equality.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you disagree about stepping on somebody's rights, that's when I have a real problem with it.
Exactly. And we are looking at a Supreme Court that is super conservative. We've had a couple of judges that have said if someone brought gay marriage as a challenge again, they'll take a look at it again.
Oh, and I will rise up.
And let me tell you something right now, Supreme Court, y'all better not do that, because, I mean, if you think Black Lives Matter...
It's going to be a big old gay riot.
Yeah, exactly.
Big old gay riot.
Black Lives Matter and all of the gay groups will get together and we just gonna
be ugly.
It's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna get real ugly. But we're gonna look good when we do it.
But like I said, you know what? I love it because I think we're in the midst of a great revolution.
It feels like an awakening.
Yeah, it's a great. Ever since the 21st century began, I feel like we were in a great revolution. And I feel like that we're speaking openly about things that people still want to kind of hide and throw under the rug.
Yes.
But you know what? That rug has been pulled back.
It's out by the side of the road.
Yeah, exactly. You can only put so much trash under a rug.
And we're not going back in the closet either.
You can only put so much trash on the rug before you have to climb over it.
You know where all that stuff goes? In the trash.
In the trash. That's where it's supposed to be. That's where a little dust under the rug is fine, but when you're walking on beer cans and everything else,
ew.
No, it's like
ew.
I grew up with around a bunch of frat boys. Let me tell you something. They did find creative ways to put beer cans under a rug.
Oh my gosh!
Under the bed, under the mattress, under the pillows. Good Lord. And it just made me think, I'm gay, and I don't understand why gays like frat boys. They are filthy creatures.
I could never understand that either. I couldn't understand it from girls either, but I'm just nope.
No, I can get this.
You can keep the Chads and Brads. I don't want them.
I get the sorority girls. Because they all named Heather, and they're so cute.
Heather and Jennifer.
Heather and Jennifer, all blonde. Girl, you know what gets me down is when I see pictures of some of the people on my Facebook page, and especially when they have kids 16 to like 20 something, and the kids have a birthday party, and it's just blondes as far as the eye can see. And I'll
just
be looking
a sea of blondes.
And I'll be looking sometimes. I'm like, there's not a face of color in any of these pictures.
Nope.
Now, y'all can't tell me y'all don't know.
Just bland and bland, like unseasoned chicken.
You can't tell me y'all don't know at least one person of color. At least one person of color. Good Lord.
No, I like my life to be a rainbow. I don't understand that shit. I don't understand it at all.
Well, I grew up with a mother who, she was very into multiculturalism when it came to how she raised us. There are some aspects of that I can only discuss in therapy because some shit got messed up.
Well, that's fair.
That's fair.
That's
and
fair.
she knows it. And I love her, but you know what? She was who she was. And
you know what they say about our parents, though? They say that no matter whether they still did the best that they could, but that doesn't mean they didn't traumatize you
exactly.
anyway.
Oh, sweetie, I grew up on metal slides. When it was 90 degrees outside.
Oh, yes.
There's trauma. There's lots of trauma.
Remember having to use the wax paper to make it real fast so you could slide down real fast?
Or halfway down you got stuck.
Oh, my gosh, yes, if you were wearing shorts.
Especially if you were wearing shorts, your legs are burning and you have to jump up. And
miserable.
And these same people are criticizing their kids who have kids y'all got all this soft stuff at the playground and all this other stuff, and I'm like,
yeah,
bitch,
because we learn.
Bitch, I wish I had all that when I was growing up.
Yeah, because we learn.
Because we learn, and you know, I've lived in Houston in a long time, and if y'all been to, for those of y'all in the no, and when I say the no, old people, Herman Park used to have this giant rocket, metal rocket that used to 3 stories high. Dangerous as fuck. It was dangerous as fuck, and I knew it was dangerous as fuck. I mean, it's not even. By the way, it's not even there though. They tore that shit down maybe about 10, 15. No, maybe about 20 years ago they tore it down. But I remember climbing up on that thing, climbing inside the thing, metal ladders. Everything is metal. I mean, it's like they wanted to kill us back then, girl.
Yeah, I was looking back on. There was a meme on Facebook that had like monkey bars that were something like 15 feet high or something like that.
They were doing the whole Darwinism thing. They're like, if you can't survive this, you're not gonna make it in this
world. That's right. Goodness gracious.
And you know what? I've fallen out of trees. I've fallen off of buildings. We used to watch the Karate Fields. The Karate Fields used to come on right after cartoons at noon. They used to come on right after Saturday morning cartoons. And me and my brothers, 5 brothers, all sitting around watching karate karate movies, and then at the end of the karate movies, we go out and make nunchucks. We went out and made spears. We made all kinds of we had stuff with nails on the end.
Oh my gosh!
Because my father had a furniture store, and we had access to all kinds of. He had all kinds of tools.
That
and
sounds
stuff.
awesome. Actually,
yeah. We used to shoot each other with. My father used to use a staple gun that was hooked up to an air compressor.
Oh my gosh!
And we used to shoot each other with that shit all the time.
No.
Yes, we did.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, we did. How we survived and didn't end up in the hospital several times, in the emergency room several times.
That's so fun, boys. That's a boy thing.
I know, and I was kind of I spent a lot of time in emergency rooms because I was kind of a sickly child.
Yeah.
So I was sick all the time. So I spent a lot of time at the emergency rooms.
And now you're just sickening.
Yeah, now I'm just sickening. I grew up out. Right now, little older, and you got to watch the blood pressure. You got to watch what you eat.
Right.
You got to, that kind of
stuff.
stuff.
I'm getting to that point. We don't need to talk about all that.
Wendy, let me tell you something. As long as you, here's the biggest thing that I have learned from all of this. Girl, we eat too much salt.
See, and that's my kryptonite because I am a saltaholic. I love salt. Salt all day long.
And there's nothing wrong if you like cooking at home with it, but when you buy like your TV dinners,
oh yeah,
those fast food sandwiches, you know what I love, and this is the sickest thing. It's sick. It's completely sick. I like those microwave hamburgers that have 9,000 ingredients in it. And
my gosh!
I used to love those things because I would, you put it in the microwave, girl. It didn't taste like hamburger at all. You knew it wasn't hamburger. I don't even know what is that shit made of. If anybody wants up to this mic and can tell me what those microwave hamburgers are really made out of,
I don't think I want to know.
Girl, I've eaten hot dogs most of my life. I don't want to know I don't want to know about that.
You know what mine is though? McDonald's French fries.
Oh my God! Yes.
I live for some McDonald's French fries.
Yes, and you can tell them not to put salt on it, but
especially after a gig, you're driving home at 3:00 in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning. This is why I love this neighborhood. This is why I've lived in this neighborhood for almost 30 years. 3 o'clock in the morning, I can go to La Tapatia. I can go to Chapultepec.
Yeah.
And get me some good Mexican food. My friends are like, let's go to Taco Bell. I'm like, bitch, no.
We got real food.
We in Texas. We don't eat
We got real food.
Taco Bell is for, like, college students who can't afford it shit. And super poor people. That's it.
Oh, my God.
That's it. In Texas, no.
My middle son loves Taco Bell. It's so disgusting. It's so gross. I won't eat it. It's gross. But I also have the palate of a 3-year-old, so... If it's not mac and cheese or chicken nuggets or pizza, I don't want it.
Girl, I can eat a whole box of mac and cheese. I don't have a problem with it.
The whole thing, and
not eat anything.
Velveeta, shells and cheese.
When you just want some comfort food. I'm a giant nerd. So when I just want to be especially after a hard day, when you work in food service, and you have to, Lord. Lord, y'all don't even want to know. Sunday brunch in Houston. Sunday brunch in Houston. Let me tell you something.
That's an
Houston
event.
loves Sunday brunch.
We love to brunch.
Houstonians like to get dressed up. And put on the big hats. And the ladies, oh my God.
It's a full-on event.
You ladies, y'all go full out.
Well, I mean, some of us do. I don't.
Full out.
You have to pay me to put makeup on.
And yes. Girl, even when we had the mask up, all these girls were like, I'm not putting the mask on. Come in with face shields. Because they wanted full face. Full face. I'm like, y'all went through it. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, no, it's too early in the morning for all that. I barely want to put a bra on at that point.
And now that we're not 100% super required to, they told us that if you want to wear a mask, you wear a mask. If you don't, you don't. I'm like, well, I'm fully vaccinated. So
I am too, but you know what? We just lost somebody in the community that was really a phenomenal supporter, David Fuller, and he was fully vaccinated, and he lost his battle to COVID.
Really?
Yeah, very recently, and he was one of our biggest supporters. He supported absolutely everybody in the neighborhood, and I remember he even reached out to me. He is literally sitting in his deathbed, and he reached out to me because I was in contact with him at the time before he found out that he was positive, and offered to pay for my COVID test.
Oh.
That's just the kind of guy that he was. So just because you're vaccinated doesn't necessarily mean you're protected. So y'all still be safe.
I really, really wish I had met him, because my Facebook page blew up with literally, I think every bar in the neighborhood knew who he was.
Yeah, he was a phenomenal human being.
Yeah, everybody from Buddies all the way to the Eagle to this.
He always offered a kind word. He was such a huge supporter of all of our fundraisers. Everything that he loved karaoke, and I loved when he'd come into the show. We were I was learning a duet to sing with him that he sent me right before he got sick, and we never got to sing it. So I'm a little sad about that, but yeah, he was a phenomenal person.
May he rest in peace.
Thank you. Yeah, may he rest in peace.
Hopefully, whatever you believe, if you believe in reincarnation, if you believe in heaven, if you believe. Whatever you believe in, hopefully he is he's being me. I kind of believe that reincarnation is possible. So
I'm an atheist. I don't believe in shit.
Well, I'm a little bit more agnostic.
I believe that his legacy stands on his own,
yeah, exactly.
And I appreciate his life. I appreciate him.
Well, I'm a bit more agnostic. I'm not all into religion at all. I don't really.
Yep.
No, and
they're all crazy.
Yeah, they're all. And I spent a lot of years on a religious journey, trying to find myself and religion, and I went from everything from traditional Christianity, which no, and I'm going to say this quite clearly, no.
Not only no, but
no. So we said no to that. Maybe a little dip in the Catholicism pool.
Fascinating.
That's
basically just witchcraft.
And y'all, please don't send any hate. It's just a joke.
You can send it to me.
Please don't send any hate. It's just a joke. But I was hoping to I did land a Catholic priest.
Yeah,
I did. But he was an ex-priest. He had literally just
quit.
He literally had just quit.
Left the church.
Like 2 weeks when we met. He had only been out of the church for 2 weeks.
Wow.
You could not tell because the sex with him was amazing.
Wow. Oh, I have a bad joke. I'm not going to say it. I'm not.
He used to tell me. I asked him a couple of times. I'm like, where did you get the
experience?
I'm gonna be honest. Where did you get the experience to do that? Because you were doing things. I thought I'd have to be teaching you stuff, and you were doing
good enough to make you believe in God.
Yeah. I said,
"Thank you, come to Jesus" moment.
I said, "Thank you, Jesus," several times.
Ooh.
Praise God. And
hallelujah.
Yes, many times on the knees. So
that's fabulous. Good for you.
So yes, we had a religious moment at that time, but
that's hysterical.
I asked him where he got the experience from, and he said, Joel, leaving out the pedophilia. Catholic priests would hook up with each other sometimes. I mean, you
interesting.
Everybody forgets they're a human being.
There's a good porno in that.
Oh, sweetie, Pornhub already got you beat.
Hold on, let me go look.
Pornhub, just look up Catholic, you get 200,000 responses.
Lord. Oh, my God.
No, Pornhub's got you beat. If whatever you need to find on Pornhub, you'll find it.
That's hysterical. That's true, though. That's real true.
You know, on the last episode, I was talking to Jacob Socialite, and he is an artist, and I call him an erotic provocateur.
Cool.
Because he uses art and dark imagery when it comes to sex and sexuality. He has this video called Bully that's amazing. I'm going to send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yes, it's very psychosexual.
Ooh, I like
Kind
it.
of a little bit on the dark side.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yes, and I think it's the most brilliant thing I've ever seen. But so we were talking about. You know what? I lost my thought, girl. I got so excited about talking about his. Because I love Jacob. Jacob's a cool kid, and I love talking to artists.
We were talking about pornos.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Catholicism and pornos.
Thank you. So we were talking about porn. You know, I got an OnlyFans account.
Oh yeah.
Just because I am right now infatuated with Raheem Shabazz.
Oh, all right.
He is a sexual dynamo, and I take notes because he is. My God.
Fantastic.
Oh, my God. I literally, right on the board, okay, so he does this move. Let me see. Oh, wait. I'm going to have to put a brace on for that. Because, you know, we can't bend and flex like we can't bend and flex like we used to, girl.
No. I don't have, like, Meg the Stallion knees anymore either.
Girl.
Mighty said nope.
Mm-hmm. You know, one of my friends was talking about the fact that he's like, girl, oh my God, now to give a blowjob, I gotta get some knee pads. I can't be on my knees. I'm like, girl, you realize that there's other positions. You don't have to be on your knees, girl. Right? You just have to be creative. We have to get creative now,
right?
We really do. And you know what? I have always had sex with older men, even when I was in my 20s. The oldest man I had was 70, and girl, he worked out at the gym. Girl, he had a better body than almost all these young people in this bar right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
there's some sexy daddies and mommies out there, for sure.
He had the most incredible body I'd ever seen, and he was 71. And, he couldn't get enough. He actually wore me out. He could not get enough, and I'm like, whoa, you going,
Come on, breaking stereotypes. I love it.
So, yes, older, but you, even then, I mean, because even going to the gym and all that other stuff, there's still, I mean, you have to accept the fact that you're getting old. Yeah. No matter how much you work at the gym and all this other stuff, and you know what, there were certain things he couldn't do, and I'm like, that's fine. We don't need to do that. We
can do everything else.
Just keep hitting
it's fine.
Just keep hitting the spots that you are hitting, and you will be just fine. We don't need to be acrobatic. I don't need you to be like hanging from a trapeze or any of that stuff. You know, this is pride, and this is what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I still want to be hanging from a trapeze, just in case anybody's wondering.
I would like, you know what? I would like to try a trapeze at least once.
From the chandelier.
Not in a sexual sense, but you know, back in the day.
When just to do it?
Yeah, just to do it.
Yeah, that'd be super fun.
Just to do it. Because I did bungee jumping once. I think
that scares me so much.
When they used to have the Westheimer Arts Festival here in Montrose, and they had this, they had the crane when they were doing the bungee jump. When that was a little fad for a little while. I mean, people are still doing it, but it was a huge fad for a while. And girl, I thought, and I'm afraid of heights.
Oh, I'm terrified of heights now. You know, I never was before, but something happened when in my 30s that I'm just now, even driving over bridges, I'm like, I don't want to do it.
It's situational for me.
I don't like it.
It really is situational. If I'm standing inside of a tall building,
I would literally pee myself if I was trying to do bungee jumping.
I freak out. But if I'm like, because I spent 6 or 7 months in Alaska, and I actually rappelled down a 500-foot cliff.
Wow.
And I had the rope and the equipment and all this other stuff, and it was I did it on a dare. It was done on a dare.
That's quite a dare.
Yeah, because we were out on a hike, and we ran into a bunch of friends, and they were all doing it, and they were like, Joel, you got to do it at least once in your life. And I'm like, fine, I'll do it. But I'm going to be screaming and crying all the way down.
The whole time.
And let me tell you something. When I got to the bottom, my knees were shaking so hard, it was ridiculous. But it was the most exhilarating thing I'd ever done.
Oh, I bet. See, and I'm terrified of heights, so bungee jumping scares the shit out of me. But I would totally jump out of a plane.
I would too.
I want to go skydiving so bad. I did the indoor skydiving, and that was a blast.
In Katy?
I think I actually did it up closer to Spring. There's another I fly up closer to the north side, wherever that is. And that was fun.
Because I think they have one out in Katy. Like
they do have one close to Katy.
They have one close to Katy, and we went to that one, and I did the little indoor with the. That was fun, girl.
It was really fun. It felt fun. So good to be weightless.
And that wind just, oh my God.
Yeah.
I would like say blowing through my hair, but
face,
I ain't got that much hair left anymore.
My face was like this, my lips were flying out. It was crazy.
So, and you know what? This morning we had some little technical issues, and most of the technical issues was because it was raining. So I get all the equipment set up. I got everything
just
ready.
A downpour.
Wendy's in here. You know what? Wendy, I appreciate the fact that you were on time this morning. I can't get a gay to be on time for my show. I just cannot get a gay to be on time for my show.
I am early for everything at all times, which is horrible in the gay community because if I'm early, that means I'm going to wait an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're on drag time. And drag time is whenever the hell they feel like showing up. And especially during Pride.
And we'll make these arrangements. I'm like, so you're going to be here at 2:30 on this and such day, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, yeah, girl, I'm going to be there.
And that means they're pulling up at 2:45 trying to find parking.
The only other person who has ever showed up on time, and in fact showed up early, was Julio.
Oh, yeah?
When I need Julio to do a show, I say, Julio, can you be here at like 3 o'clock? And he's like, yeah.
Julio's so cute, too.
Yeah, he's cute. And he'll get there at 2:30. And I'm like, girl, I'm not ready.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, awesome.
Fabulous. Yeah.
Okay, there's a microphone right there. People can't hear you. Come on, Sarah. People can't hear you.
Are the headphones over there?
Oh, we don't need headphones for. We don't need headphones for that.
All right.
You'll be okay. Okay.
Hi.
Can you turn? Let me turn you up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, you can't be that shy. You cannot be that shy. I can't even hear you. But okay.
Closer, or do I?
No. Okay.
That's good.
Just turn the mic a little bit towards you. You can move the bar. There you go.
You want to point it straight at you?
Point it straight at you.
Yeah.
Just picture a man.
I was about to say, just like a nice dick.
Yeah, exactly. He's blushing.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, welcome to the show, and you are.
My name is Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Kevin. How you doing? And you're one of the vendors?
Yeah.
Who you representing, girl?
I am representing Coffee Q.
Coffee Q. And tell us about Coffee Q.
We mainly prioritize in smoked meats, such as we can put it in burgers, quesadillas, tacos, and also mix it with breakfast items as well, such as brisket, pulled pork, slow cooked pulled pork, and chicken and carne asada.
Are y'all like a food truck, or are y'all?
It's a food truck.
Food truck.
Also, it's mixed with coffee as well. So
you want to bring us some samples?
Because I was like, wait a minute, did he say Coffee Q and then talk about meat? I'm like, I'm confused.
Yeah,
that sounds delightful.
If we didn't, that'll be false advertising.
Because I don't want to come to your truck going, I'd like a
latte.
A latte, blah, blah, blah. Almond milk, please.
Right.
We do have almond milk.
Okay. Oh, thank God, because you know what? It's hard to, unless you go to Starbucks or one of the little special, it's hard to get almond milk in your coffee.
Almond and oat.
And oat, fabulous.
Because some of us, we can't have cow. We can't
that's
we
true.
can't have the dairy because, girl, I'd be flying all around this building if I drink milk. I have cruised the bars. I drink a glass of milk and I just cruise around Montrose.
Oh my goodness. See, I was lucky. I didn't have that problem. So y'all can bring me all the ice cream, milk, and every cheese.
I have an affogato. The one with the coffee with ice cream in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! That sounds. Y'all gonna bring us some stuff, right?
Yeah, sure.
I was about to say.
I'm gonna ask every vendor that comes up. Girl, we either gonna be eating or drinking free all day long.
You're gonna be sweating from the heat or from the meat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Come on, meat sweat.
Come on, meat sweat. We okay with that. We got our fan. We got our umbrellas. Because it was raining.
I'm already
this
sweating
morning.
like it's Niagara Falls
Y'all
over
should
here.
have seen it this morning. It was coming down. We had to get all these towels covered.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm,
I bet
It was
you
cold.
mm-hmm.
I know. I was about
Now
to
it's
say, at least
humid.
we're not
It's humid.
baking.
Well, we had some little leaks coming down, and I had to protect the equipment and all.
I know.
this
Now
other
we look
stuff.
like we're on the beach.
Yeah, exactly. So, and like I said, I got video going, so everybody's gonna be like, where they at?
We're at the Beach Bar Buddies in Houston.
Exactly. So just come by, bring us some samples,
Sure.
so we can be like, because we can be like a food judge, like in one of those shows.
Y'all don't want me to do that because I don't like anything.
Do you want? We have a pretzel brisket sandwich, or we can do a brisket panini.
Oh,
That's all you, homie.
oh, that might be too much though, because I still have a nervous stomach.
Oh,
Yeah, I still have early in the morning. I don't like to eat like heavy in the morning. I have like to have like a nice little light bread. Sometimes I just do a protein shake in the morning, call it a day.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you know what? You what do you like, girl?
I told you barely anything. Like my list of things that I do like is way shorter than the list of things that I don't like.
Okay, because I don't want to. I don't discriminate, but I don't know how to handle vegans on my show. So.
Oh, I'm not a vegan. No, I'm not a vegan. Don't get me wrong. I like the meats. I like the cheeses. I like all of those things.
I don't, and like I said, I don't have a problem with veganism. I just have a problem with people who keep pushing it in my face.
That's how I feel about most religions.
Yeah,
We have a keto
It's the
bowl
same
if you
thing.
want. It has vegetables.
Oh, did I say that? I don't think I said it. What is vegetables? What you talking about? What you talking about? I know.
It said it's nothing. It's not heavy, so.
You know what? That's fine. Just bring us up with a
Oh my God.
lot of meat and a little bit of vegetables. And when I mean vegetables, some onions and some peppers.
Ooh.
I don't mean that other stuff.
I think I'll literally eat like 3 vegetables, maybe 3, maybe.
So where are y'all? Are y'all in the Buddies front parking lot or back parking lot?
This is the back
You're
one.
the back parking lot.
Yeah,
You're
it's
the
the
back
back one, yeah.
Okay, y'all need to come see him. Well, wait a minute. I can't really say that because this is recorded.
Yeah, it's not live.
But they're gonna be here all day, so I'm gonna try to upload it as soon as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all gonna be here all day, right?
Yeah, from 10 to 2 a.m.
10 to 2.
Wow, that's a long day.
Wow, that's a long day.
That's a long day.
Long.
Really, you saying that after the long day you
Long
had
day.
yesterday, girl?
Oh my gosh, that's why I know it's long.
Girl. Y'all don't. Wendy, I'm surprised you weren't working a food truck yesterday too.
Right? This is yeah. I will have after tonight. I will have had 7 events in 3 days.
Do you have do you have a business card or something? Bring us or
can check.
or a printed menu so we can mention y'all name because I'm
Yeah.
like I said, as soon as the show is done, I'm gonna upload it, and then when people are listening, they can go, oh, I think
Yes.
that you
Get on over to Coffee Q.
Get on over to Coffee Q, y'all. Get you some meats.
Get you some of the meats, the
Get you
smoked
some meats, some smoked
Oh.
meats, and I think they said something about vegetables.
Some about baby. Little keto bowl, but we don't have to talk about that.
Just as a public service, just as a PSA, do you have vegan and vegetarian options on the truck? Or?
We can make it vegan. Since we have the veggie medley, which is a mixture of like bell peppers, red onions, and mushrooms that have been marinated in olive oil. So we
Nice.
can put that in anything you'd want, in bread and anything.
Okay.
basically.
Cool.
All right, yeah, cool. Because you know what, as much as I joke, I mean, I don't have any problem with a vegetarian or a vegan diet. I mean, I've eaten vegetarian.
Yeah, it's incredibly healthy
It can be
if you do it right.
And if you do it, I had what I thought was fried chicken fingers, but it was mushroom. Girl, it was amazing. That shit was amazing. I'm like, oh my God.
That's awesome.
I'm like, let me tell you something. When they know how to do it right, back in the day, it was soy patties,
Ugh.
tofu.
Yeah,
and that
ugh.
was it. That was all they had.
Ew.
That was all they had.
No,
And,
thank you.
Nowadays, there's so many options that sometimes I don't mind eating vegetarian or vegan?
I wouldn't mind it either. But you know what? It's funny because, like I said, I only eat like 3 vegetables, but I live for some steamed broccoli, lightly buttered and salted.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Steamed broccoli and spinach.
I will I
live for it.
I'll go in and get one of those steamable bags, and I'll just eat the whole bag in one sitting.
Exactly.
So good. Oh.
And all you need is a little bit of butter and salt. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
So good.
And sometimes I'll add. Sometimes, if I want to upgrade the flavor, add a little bit of sautéed mushrooms with a little sprinkle of olive oil. Girl.
See, that's too adult for me. I don't want any of that.
Girl.
No mushrooms.
You know, I learned how to be an adult during COVID.
Did you?
Because you have to understand something. Before COVID, I had 2 pots. They weren't even matching, girl. I don't even know where I got them from, girl.
That's hilarious.
I think somebody gave it to me in 1994 or something like that.
See, I feel like because I got married at 18 the first time.
Thinking, what is 1994?
And I felt like I grew up at 18, and ever since I've been 18, I have been slowly regressing. So the older I get, the less adult I am. I can't wait to be 80.
I'm learning to balance a little bit of both because I've always been at one end or the other, and then I'll get bored.
Right, got to shake it up.
I get bored very easily, so I kind of have to shake it up. But during COVID, like I said, I had 1 pot, maybe 2 forks, and a knife.
No.
And they were all plastic.
No. No.
They were all plastic.
You got to get you a nice cast iron skillet.
So during COVID, I spent a lot of time on Amazon because there wasn't nothing else to do.
Right.
Now I have a full kitchen. I got
retail
blender,
therapy.
I got an industrial blender. I got an air fryer.
Ooh.
Girl, air fryer is the best investment I ever made. Best investment.
I want an air fryer.
Best and healthiest.
Because yes, exactly. And you
air fried bacon.
You got to be a little bit careful with bacon though, because it can splatter all over the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But I put a little wax paper on it, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But you can heat. What I love about it is you can heat up leftovers like chicken because.
Then it's nice and crisp.
Reheating chicken in the microwave? No.
Forget it.
Forget it.
It'll get soggy.
It gets soggy. No, but if you could crisp it up in the microwave, in the air fryer, it might take a little bit longer, but that's fine. I mean, what you in a hurry for?
Totally worth it.
So now I don't have a chef's kitchen, but I got a kitchen.
Nice.
If I actually learn how to date instead of just taking men home and telling them they need to leave at 2 a.m., I might actually cook for a man someday.
Well, he'd be very lucky.
I might go to Coffee Q and just tell him to bring me something.
Right? Like, hey, Coffee Q.
Hey, Coffee Q, I need to come pick up something. I got a man coming over. I need to pick up something and make it look like I cooked it.
That's right. Make sure the plating is nice.
Yes, make sure the plating is nice because I'm just going to take it from the box and go, bloop, there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Totally made this
Totally
today.
made this. Thank you for coming by. Bring us a menu and bring us a little. What time is it right now?
It's 11:52.
11:52. It's almost lunchtime. Go on ahead and bring us some. Huh? Just bring us whatever you want to bring us.
Sure.
That you think that we.
Do you want coffee as well?
Would you like some coffee? No.
I'm not a coffee drinker.
You know what? I'm not either. But you know what? I'll take a coffee with almond milk.
Almond milk? Mm-hmm. Do you just want to put anything in it or just...
No sugar. Just almond milk. That's it.
Just almond milk?
Yes.
Just the milk itself?
Good Lord. When you tell people what you want when it comes to coffee, especially Starbucks, the few times... let me tell you something about Starbucks. I love their tea drinks and their little fruity drinks and all this other stuff, but sometimes I get a hankering for coffee. Not all the time.
I just drink water. Water.
I will tell the little barista I would like a black coffee with almond milk. And she'll look at me like she don't even know what that is.
Sacrilegious.
It's because we get so many requests. Yesterday, someone asked for lavender in their coffee.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Because people are ridiculous. They act like Starbucks is everywhere.
Bougie.
Yeah. Even at the restaurant I work at, I'm like, we have cappuccino and latte. We don't have all that fancy shit. You got a cappuccino, didn't you?
Right. Be happy with what you got.
Exactly. You lucky we have a machine because for the longest time we didn't have a machine because it's a pain in the motherfucking ass.
Right.
To make a cappuccino and a latte. So, can I have a vanilla latte with like almond milk and blah 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 blah? And I'm like,
oh, I
girl,
know. Like the list for their drink is 20 miles long.
and I'm like, girl, the only thing I understood was cappuccino.
And those baristas, they just get it and do it. It's amazing. I'm like, y'all have to have a master's degree to be a barista at Starbucks. That's crazy.
But one of my friends told me they get paid very well, and the benefits are amazing. I often thought that if I retire, I'm going to work at Starbucks.
Oh, working at Starbucks is no joke, though. It is no joke. I've known a few people that work there, and it is work.
It is work. Oh, you work.
It is hard work.
But we don't want to take away from Coffee Q. I'm sorry.
That's right. Coffee Q is where it's really at.
Coffee Q is where
because they don't just have coffee and amazing things like ice cream in your coffee. They have the meats.
Can I use that? Because that sounds a little bit like that other place that doesn't exist in Houston anymore. Arby's. I just want to make sure that I don't get a phone call from Arby's going, you can't use our slogan.
You can't say that.
I'm like, wait a minute.
All right, hold on. Let me redo it. They've got the smoked meats.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. She put smoked in front of it. I could put allegedly.
They allegedly have the meats.
They allegedly have the meats.
Wait, that makes it sound bad.
Thank you for saying that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but no, they have the. We're gonna try it anyway, and let me tell you something. I'm not gonna lie. If it's delicious, I'm gonna run over to the food truck and give somebody a kiss.
Yep.
So don't get scared. Please don't get scared.
Okay.
Don't get scared.
I'm just a worker.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Oh Lord. Did I? Oh Lord. You? Oh. Go back to that. Go back over there and go meet.
Go on back to that food truck.
Get me an adult.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I'm kidding. We love you. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for coming on and talking to us for a few minutes.
Thank you for having me.
And let me tell you something right now. 18. Are you? Are you under the rainbow?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you something. You're gonna do well in this neighborhood.
Yeah, you will.
You're gonna do. He got that hair. I love.
Yeah, I was about
hair.
to say you have great hair.
He has great hair. Oh my God.
I get too many complaints. No, not in that way. Not in that way. No. I meant from like my family.
I was gonna say, well, you 18, sweetie. You just starting out.
Right.
That's fine. The learning curve will get it. It'll
few
get
years
there.
before I'm comfortable with myself.
Yeah.
Baby, you don't have to wait to get comfortable with yourself.
Don't wait to get comfortable.
The time is now.
Don't wait till you turn 50 to get comfortable. Trust me.
Don't. Start loving yourself exactly who you are today.
Exactly. You got great hair, great smile, and a great personality.
And you know what? If you ever need someone to blow your head up, that's what I'm here for.
Exactly. We will fill your ego.
Absolutely.
Oh, no.
Okay, so
he said, "Oh no."
Well, I will teach you how to fill your ego.
Right.
Classes start in October. Okay.
There you go. Registration is now.
Okay. So we're gonna let you go because
I'll bring you food. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want a black coffee with almond milk, right?
Just a black coffee with almond milk. That's it. Just keep it simple.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Stay cool.
That was coffee Q, y'all. That was fun.
Yeah, it was.
He's so adorable.
He's real cute.
He is so adorable. Y'all should see him. He's just a cute little.
Y'all
18,
get over here to Buddy's in the back lot and go see Coffee Q.
18. Y'all gonna ruin him in 2 or 3 years.
Please make it 3. Let him live his youth.
Let him live his truth, girl.
Let him have his youth. Goodness.
Let him have his youth. But we gonna try a little bit of food. You wanna take a little bit of break? We can take a little bit of a break. Yeah, we can take a little bit of a break because we're pretty much an hour into the show now.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We sure are.
Wendy, I have had such a good time with you.
Well, thank you. I've had a blast too.
I thought I was gonna be like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to pull teeth to get this person. Yeah, because like I said, I've had episodes where I've literally had a gay rapper on. Girl, his rap was fantastic, but girl, it took me forever to get him to talk. He wasn't boring. Once I got him to open up, he got fun. And by the way, tequila helps. I gave him a shot. I gave him 1 shot of tequila, and I said, "You need to relax." I said, "Boy, if you're gonna make it in this world, in the music that you're gonna be doing, you have to put yourself out there.
Right. And especially if you're doing a podcast, dead air is like the enemy.
Yeah, dead air is the enemy, and I can't have dead air. I'm trying to establish myself too. So.
No, you can't get me to shut up.
So yeah, exactly. No, I'm not agreeing with the. I can't get you to. No, I didn't mean no harm by that. By the way, yeah, I didn't mean no harm.
That's okay. You can't hurt my feelings.
I love the fact that, like I said, you and I talked on the phone for an hour.
I know, it was supposed to be like a 15-minute conversation.
I just wanted to get to know you, girl, real quick. I didn't realize that girl, we just did a show.
So fun.
It was so much fun. But we are going to take a little bit of a break because my mouth is a little parched. And I'm going to say hello to a couple of friends.
Sounds good.
One of my friends just came up. He's standing over there looking at his phone right now. I don't even know what he was doing here. I thought him not to be here till 1. Oh. But, like I said, I called some of my friends this morning because I did not sleep well. I was so nervous about the show.
Yeah. So
nervous because it's just me. And I'm like, Wendy has such a outgoing personality. And sometimes when two people I'm not saying that I have a big personality. I'm just saying that when I get behind the mic, I kind of let myself go, and I do have fun.
Right.
But sometimes when two big personalities get together,
oh yeah, you could end up rubbing the wrong way.
Yeah, you could say something and suddenly crickets are heard in the background.
They can take a turn.
Queens will come walking out going, uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
It's about to be some drama.
Yeah. I like to be drama-free.
They will actually sing, it's about to be some drama.
Uh-huh. They sure will.
And they will run into the bar, get a cocktail, and come right back outside.
Uh-huh. That's when I go grab the popcorn.
Yeah, exactly. Because girl, that's what I love about being gay sometimes. Sometimes you just get the popcorn.
Uh-huh. Shady.
And just go. And, with my friends, they're like, I've always been the biggest drama queen in our group. Because it's always so. These are the girls who said, you're the only person I know who's been kicked out of Ripcord twice.
Ooh.
And I'm like,
that's hysterical.
You have to do a lot of shit to get kicked out of Ripcord, by the way.
Yeah, you do. Oh, my God.
And I have seen things at Ripcord that still haunt me. That still haunt me to this day.
That cannot be unseen.
That still haunt me to this day, girl. So whatever I did, okay.
I'm going to need that story when we go on break.
Yes, Well, there's one in particular that I do 100%. Now, that's not me getting kicked out, but that was one little incident that happened that left me a little shaken from Ripcord.
Oh, my God.
But I'll tell you in a minute. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and we're going to be right back.
Just point the mic at your face.
Mm-hmm, at your lovely bearded.
I feel better holding this. I got something
there you go.
in my hands.
There you go.
Oh, we're back. We're back, and we are here with. Who are you?
Just some bum. No.
I'm kidding. I turned it on like so while we were still talking because I was so excited, and I'm like, let's just get this started.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got grass monkey on your shirt,
yes.
Which means either you gonna bring me some weed, or what you bringing me here?
Believe it or not, I actually do have weed. I have. It's all weed.
Okay.
So after the show,
yes.
Yeah. So after the show, we gonna have girl. We gonna get samples all day, aren't we?
I actually do have some samples.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
I shouldn't have taken a sip just now. I was about to spray it all over the microphone.
I was just. You know what? I can't believe I'm going to point this out. And I am going to point this out, but I love your vintage Oilers hat.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I love your vintage Oilers hat.
I love a throwback.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Come on, Houston.
Come on, Houston.
Yes.
So, tell us who you are and tell us a little bit about Grass Monkey.
So, my name is Josh Martinez, and I was a bartender at Tony's Corner Pocket for 9 years. Mm-hmm. And I just took the leap and decided to start my own CBD company.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm not going to admit anything on the mic, but I didn't inhale, but for some years, but
I said the same thing about penis at one time.
Yeah.
I didn't inhale at all.
It doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
You shouldn't inhale that.
Well, you know what I mean, girl.
All right. That sounds like Blowjob Betty. What was that song? Too short.
Mm-hmm.
Too short. I had a date like that once.
Amen.
But I like to say that Rome wasn't built in a day. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked like it was built in half an hour to me.
Maybe when I was 21.
Oh man! So tell us about your company.
Yes, please.
So I first got into it with my girlfriend's dog. So
Nice.
she actually just had some pet CBD laying around, and he's a white Frenchie, and he was really big, So they're short bodies and they have short noses, so he was having a really hard time breathing. So what we started doing was giving him CBD drops under his tongue at night, and he stopped snoring. Like, he had more energy. Like,
Wow.
he was keeping his food down and stuff. Because he was overeating a lot. He'd eat so much that he threw up. But it really kind of like calmed him down. So I started doing more research into it, and because everybody said, there's everybody saying that, it's pot, it's good for you. It has all these properties or whatever. I had never suffered from like anxiety or depression or anything like that, really, until like I started getting older, and then, like being on my own, and it's, there's a lot of social pressures, and then everything's on Facebook and stuff, I mean, it got to the point where I was just like, I was having to smoke before I'd go into the grocery store, like I had to put my headphones in. It's like, like the public just became too much. And then I started, cutting back on, the other stuff and started smoking more CBD. And it really changed like my perspective on it. Cause I was smoking it to relax, and I wouldn't get that paranoid feeling. So it really just like gave me like a general sense of calmness.
Nice.
And I wouldn't have known it if I hadn't given it to the dog. And I was like, so I started doing more research on it, and it turns out that, we as humans, just like we have a nervous system, we actually have a separate nervous system that's just for cannabis and cannabinoids. So like there's 80 different cannabinoids in marijuana and hemp, and they all react to different parts of our body. Like there's a system just for like your liver and your kidneys and your brain and stuff. So what it does is like when you take it directly, it actually activates those receptors. So let's say like you're not getting enough serotonin or dopamine or whatever. When you smoke that, the cannabinoids in it will find it in your body and correct it. It'll reset those receptors and get those connections going. So I've been telling my friends about it and stuff, and it's helped out a lot too. And
CBD is magic stuff.
It is, and I actually have some stuff that's like how Houston is known for like our lean or whatever. I actually have CBD lean. I got syrup.
Oh my God, that's great.
And it is.
I have so many questions. One of the questions is, what is the difference between weed and hemp? First of all, is there a difference between weed and hemp?
Yes.
So there's different so just like plants have like there's different kind of lilies and stuff. It's the same thing with marijuana. And with CBD, you take those strains and you crossbreed them with like mutant strains, and you basically grow the THC out of the plant. Okay. So the THC is the stuff that gets you high. The CBD is the stuff that works with your body
Actually
and your natural
helps you.
system.
Yeah.
That's where you get most of the benefits from the CBD. You get the creativeness from the THC. Yeah, you get the what am I doing here? Like where did these fingers come from? Forgetting how to breathe. You have to remind yourself like, oh, I haven't taken a breath in a long time. Like,
oh my God.
Because honestly, the few times that I don't use a lot of CBD products. I just smoke weed. I'm honest. And half the time, I don't even know what I'm smoking. People just give me stuff, and I'm like,
oh my God.
And sometimes some strains of weed will make me like, oh my God, I need to like clean the entire house, iron everything.
Oh yeah, because there's a difference between like indica, hybrid, and sativa.
Girl, one time I got so high, I ironed everything in my closet, organized the entire the shelves in the kitchen. I was just on fire. And then another time I smoked weed. Girl, all I did was watch Japanese anime for 15 hours and eat. That's not a bad day, Those both aren't bad days, I'm not saying. I mean, because on one hand the house was clean. On the other hand, I caught up on One Piece.
Right.
You know how many You know how many seasons of that show there is? Girl, I'm going to be 89 years old by the time Luffy figures out, becomes king of the pirates. I'm like, oh my God, no, I can't.
I was actually watching that. I just started that, because like they always usually have like the sub versions or whatever, and like
exactly.
I was going to Hollywood Video getting Dragon Ball GT and
exactly.
reading the titles, but now that they got the dubs, like it's kind of spoiled. So I started that, and then I've been watching One Punch Man too.
Nice.
That's a good one. I think it's cute.
I'm waiting for. Are they ever going to do a season 3? Because I would like our season 3.
I just found out about the season 2.
Yeah,
I think I finished with
I've been waiting.
Castlevania.
Yeah,
is that any good?
Castlevania was
Oh my
great.
God, season 3, amazing.
So
Season 3 was
good.
amazing, and the ending was just oh my God.
Sickening.
You know what? I'm not going to spoil it for anybody because I know I'm not going to be one of those people that says, "Oh, there's a twist," and blah blah blah. Just watch it. It's good.
It's so good.
It's good, especially season 3.
Yeah.
My guilty pleasure is I have some edibles, so I just did another pop up yesterday, and I like popping an edible and watching Bollywood movies.
Nice.
And because I mean, really, the stories are amazing, and it's like a whole production. Like, and my friend in college turned me on to it. He had a bootleg one, so it was a 3.5 hour movie, and it took us 4 hours or 4.5 hours to watch it because he had to pause it and explain the plot and stuff. But it was a great movie. Like I love the storytelling. And plus everybody in it's sexy as fuck. Like,
and this is why I sometimes watch shit by myself because I hate when people interrupt me in the middle of something to say, okay, so let me tell you what's going on. Can I just watch it? I'm watching it for the first time. You dragged me over here and said you have to watch this most incredible stuff on the planet. Then you want to stop it every 15 minutes to explain something, and I'm like, bitch, turn it back on. I didn't ask you to. I didn't ask for side commentary.
I don't need a dissertation.
Yeah, exactly. If I want all of that, I'll get the DVD, the commentary version. I don't need your commentary. Just you drag me over here. Let me watch this shit.
Drag me over here.
Actually, back when we all had used DVDs, like those bonus features, like they came. I would and I would actually watch the DVD commentary. The funniest one I saw was Tropic Thunder, and because in the movie, what's his name? Robert Downey Jr. says, "Man, I don't break character to the DVD commentary over," and he stays in character on the DVD commentary, and it's great. Like,
you know what I loved about Tropic Thunder? I knew that movie was problematic when I saw it, and then I went, I love this movie.
I saw it 5 times in theaters.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, because my friend is like, Joel, are you sure you don't have a problem? Because he's in blackface. And I'm like, a part of me, yes, does have a problem. But I get why he is, because he's playing an actor who's playing an actor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get it. And the humor was amazing, so I got it. So I'm not one of those people who are like upset about it or what have you. But at the time, I was like, I want to go through this whole Soul Man thing again. So no, no, thank you. But yes, Tropic Thunder. Oh, good God, I love that movie. I love, girl. You've watched it 5. I watched it 10 times. That's how much I love that movie. It's amazing.
It's one of my favorites for sure.
That and Pineapple Express. I didn't think
Pineapple Express is a hot mess.
I think
the hot mess.
And I watched. By the way,
Express.
I watched that sober. Because sometimes
I
have to watch a movie. If I watch the movie high, and then I'm like, "This is the greatest movie ever," and then I watch it sober, and I'm like, "Why did I think this movie?"
Like, what was I thinking?
What was I thinking? But Pineapple Express, I'm like, I watched it sober, and I'm like, this shit is still good.
I actually do have some Pineapple Express for sale.
Nice.
And it's a sativa, so it'll keep you up too.
You know what, Wendy? We might be doing this show till 6. So I'm gonna get all kinds of free
Oh,
samples
Lord
today.
Jesus. Not on tonight.
Pride is all about the free samples today.
Yeah. All kinds.
All kinds.
So,
man.
So, besides the fact that you disappointed me by saying my girlfriend and I went, I'm like, well, of course, he's wearing an Oilers hat. What gay man knows what that hat is? I'm the only gay man in town who knows exactly what that hat is.
Oh, my God.
And the only reason I do is because my dad was a huge Oilers fan. We're from Washington, D.C., by the way.
Oh.
Moved to Houston and became a Houston Oilers fan. He gave me this Houston Oilers jacket, blue and white. Blue. It was blue, red, and white.
Yep.
And first day of high school, I wore it to high school, and everybody was like freaking out about it. And I'm like, yeah, it's just a football. Okay. Well, my father's like, oh, you're going to high school. I'm so proud. I want you to wear this jacket. And I'm like, I don't even like football that much.
Well, actually, you know, I like to say that I'm a big ally. I actually, you know, working at Tony's, you know, he's real big on charity work. So getting involved, you know, just working there and you know, going out and doing charity work and stuff. I actually right after Orlando, the little memorial that they had right there on Montrose and West Summer. I actually was driving by and I was high and I was looking at the flag. It was all torn down and run down and stuff. And I was like, man, somebody should really do something about that. And I was just like, well, wait a minute, I'm somebody. I was like, why don't I do something about it? You know, put up or shut up, motherfucker. You know, and so I went to the Hollywood store right here and I got a flag and I got my buddy who was taller than me. I was Miguel, and I was like, look, because I tried to do it myself, and I was just like, I can't. I was like, I literally can't reach, you know, like, and I was like, bro, like, I need you. And then so it came up, and then it was kind of, you know, sickening that 3 days after it was up, somebody had torn it down and then taken like a book of like all these like homophobic like passages and it sprinkled it around there or whatever. And
you know what? I used to get those. Those are the most horrifying things I've ever read.
I was reading it. I was like, this is terrible.
How do you expect to get people to come to Christianity with you are scared the fuck out of me? I was like, it was like a horror movie.
It was terrible. Like it was like some real bad hate speech.
Because they don't want you to convert. They don't want you at all. No, they want you to not exist.
Yeah, they want to send you to hell. And I'm like, you know, y'all can make it in the horror world. The stories were intriguing.
That's not a bad idea though. It'd be really cool to make a queer film.
If you could take all those little books that they used to give you, put it together, and make a script out of it. Girl, you can make a film.
Oh my
That'd
God.
be a kick-ass
That's another Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that'd be sickening.
That would be sick.
I would watch it. I would watch it. Somebody out there do that, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm busy.
Or you can make a little music parody video that have Nas X just.
Okay, I may have time for that. I may have time for that.
Because I oh, good Lord, you know, I saw that video for Montero. I saw that video for the first time, and I went. Not only did she come out of the closet, this bitch came out of the closet.
She went down the stripper pole.
She went down that stripper pole. I said, you know what? Yes, girl. Yes.
There's something magic about poles.
There is something magic. You get it. You're an ally. Look at you. You understand us. Oh, you know what? I love you already.
Yeah, he's great. He was actually doing out on the patio last night at Tony's for the fundraiser. He was doing the burgers and dogs. Yep.
So here's the question: How many phone numbers are we getting today from Gay Men? Because Because you're an attractive man, by the way.
Well, that's why I was at Tony's for a little bit. You know, like I was just a fresh faced young man, and I'll tell you, and it was you know, I learned a lot quick. I didn't realize how, you know, my mom always said I was pretty, but I didn't realize how pretty, you know, until
nobody will make you feel better about
until
yourself
I was,
in the gay
you know,
community.
21, rollerblading in my underwear and bartending. Let's just say I got used to it pretty quick.
That's fabulous.
My jaw just dropped right now. I got that picture in my head, and I'm like, yes, okay.
Here for it.
I'm here for all of
Come
that.
on, rollerblading in your underwear.
Come on, rollerblading in your underwear.
I was pretty graceful back then. And you know what? I was pretty drunk when I was doing it too.
Okay, you know what? Here's the question I might ask, because he keeps talking about back in the day. How old are you?
I'm 30 years old.
Oh, you know what? Get off this mic. Get off this mic.
You're done.
Oh, when I was a fresh-faced young man of 19. You act like you girl. Huh? No, that's the DJ at the DJ booth.
Yep.
We're out here doing the podcast.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Yes, Happy Pride indeed.
But yes, I mean, he said he was 30.
30. When he was a young man.
When he was a young man at 19.
When I was a young
warthog. That's actually
I'm
some
like,
Disney songs are my alarm. Actually, that's my mid
He
my
act
mid
like
nap.
he was born in 1959, and I'm fixing to ask him who his plastic surgeon and gym trainer is, because that looks good for 55.
The key is water and masturbation.
Water and masturbation. I think I'll take that cue.
Girl, I took it at least 3 times this morning.
Goodness
I had to get
gracious.
I had to get ready for the show. I had to get my nerves down.
Yeah.
And
You must have been nervous.
I was okay. Like I said, I'm working with Wendy Taylor, and I've watched her for years, and she's been a part of the community for years. So having her on the show, co-hosting with me, is the biggest thrill on the planet. But at the same time,
that's awesome.
It was the most nerve-wracking last 4 days that I've ever had, because it's like, I gotta get ready. What are we gonna talk about? What are we gonna do about this? I'm like freaking out.
We don't even have a script. We've just been flying by the seat of our pants.
And we've
That's
been having
awesome.
a good time. And I like the whole impromptu thing.
Yeah.
I know sometimes it could be
Messy.
It could be messy, and
Yeah.
sometimes it could be a disaster. But when it works, it works.
Yeah.
And it works.
It works pretty well.
It works pretty well. Now, I did have some subject cards that I put to the side just in case, but we don't need it.
Nope. Sure don't.
We don't need it. It's pride. We having a good time. I'm going to get some CBD oil of some kind. I need to kind of
Do you have CBD bath bombs?
I do not.
Oh, sad face.
You know what?
I can get some though.
There is one issue that I do have, though, is because I smoked for like 35 years.
Yeah.
And I just quit smoking it's been 3 years now.
Good for you.
Good for you.
But I've had some issues when it comes to smoking weed, because I get really congested and everything, so I can't really smoke it that much.
I have asthma. I can't hang.
Yeah.
And I got edibles for you.
Edibles.
And they are they work.
Okay.
They're just as well, if not better, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was like, because my friend's like, girl, just get edibles, because you really, you've been coughing all over the house for the last half hour. No. Get yourself some edibles, because, girl, we worried about you.
We're worried about you. Are you gonna make it?
You gonna be all right? Don't please. We'll push you at the funeral home and call it a day.
Oh Lord.
That's how cruel my gay friends are. They just gonna push me out of the car and let me roll down the street in front of the funeral home.
Roll you in.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a wheelbarrow.
So I've been looking for edibles for quite some time.
Well, here you go.
You know what, Wendy? I love you.
I'll take it. I love you too.
I'll actually, you know what?
I've got some great food. I'm gonna get some edibles.
Yeah.
I got a sample pack. I'm gonna give y'all.
Okay.
Nice.
Right now.
That's
Hold on.
nice. That's nice. And then give me a card, because I'm gonna be calling you often. I'm gonna have to make sure. I'm gonna have to make sure when I go grocery shopping, I also have edibles in the cabinet.
There you go. There you go.
Because like I said, I like but here's the thing, because I don't know the differences in weed.
Yeah.
I like the weed that keeps me active.
That's sativa.
Yeah, I like the weed. I like the weed that keeps me active. So I'm looking more in that direction. But I still like a little bit of the weed that, where I could just sit back and chill and relax, especially after a hard
And
day
that's
at work.
indica.
So
there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So we
there you go, buddy.
I thought we was about to fight over this too.
No, there's 2 in there, 1 for each of you.
Oh shit.
I guess we are going about to
Happy
fight over this.
fucking pride indeed.
Yeah, exactly.
Pride to the death.
Pride to the death.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, we were just talking about drama earlier. I'm like, some gays are about to run out here because they see drama.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Is there? Where's the business card? I'm gonna have to call you.
I don't have a business card, but you can follow me on Instagram at GrassMonkeyHTX, and it's the same thing on Facebook.
Lord. Okay.
HT. I'm adding you right now.
Can you send that to me? Because
I'll think about it.
I'm using my phone for my camera.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's the wrong button. See, this is how I'm stuck at social media. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Search.
I'm getting acquainted with it for the first time. I never used to post or anything like that.
We were just talking about sativa, which I said I like weed sometimes that makes me
Found you.
active. but I still like the weed that makes me a little bit like chill and calm, and I just want to like relax. So we're gonna talk about edibles because I need some of that. I need some of the edibles that make me want to get up and do stuff, and then some of the edibles that are
get you settle you in for the evening.
There's nothing. There are two things I love more. Sometimes I love Japanese anime and my action movies. I love my action movies.
There you go.
Something about action movies. Gets my dick hard. So.
It's exciting. Edgy your sheet ejaculation.
Exactly.
I'm a horror buff. I'm all about the scary movies, but not slashers. I don't really care about slashers too much. I like the suspense thrillers, the supernatural horrors.
Yeah, I like monsters. I like monster movies. I like anything with aliens.
Yeah, aliens.
I like aliens
are
too.
great.
Yeah,
We love
movies,
aliens.
That's too close to home. I don't.
Yeah. No, see, I like the alien. It's actually, I have a movie day over at my house every Friday, or every Friday-ish, depending on what the hell I have going on in my life.
Right.
And we just finished the entire Alien series. It was fantastic.
How many films are in that series?
2,000.
2,000.
Girl, did you see Hereditary?
Yes.
Oh my God.
What in the flying?
I still have thoughts.
Yeah.
I saw that when it first came out on Netflix. Like, what was that? Last year or the year before?
I think.
Year before?
Yeah.
Girl, that movie still hits me in the back of the head.
It's wild.
It's wild.
What's it
Have
about?
You seen Midsummer?
No, I haven't seen Midsummer yet.
Oh, that one's another one that's twisted.
I want to tell you what it's about,
Twisted.
but I don't want to tell you what it's about. You have to watch Hereditary.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's on
you gotta watch
Netflix.
it. But it's going to take a turn, and you're going to be like,
Yeah, you need to. Yes, I mean it was.
You may need therapy.
And you know what?
Well, after I saw Human Centipede,
You know what? That movie, I went, why?
Yeah, it was real. Why?
How did that get greenlit?
Yeah, why?
By anybody.
Exactly. Why?
That had to go through so many people, and they were just like, yeah, this is a great idea.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
Why did anybody think that was a great idea? To me, it was hilarious.
What's worse is there's more than one. They have
I know.
Human Centipede 2, 3.
Yeah. And you know what? I laughed through all three movies.
Yeah. I gagged.
That makes me mad when I'm looking at a horror movie and I'm spending more time laughing than I am anything else.
I
I'm
absolutely gagged. I threw up in my mouth.
Oh, God.
If I wanted to watch a comedy, I'd watch a comedy. I came here for horror. Where's the horror?
Right. Scare me.
I do like the horror comedies. They use like Zombieland. There was
Zombieland is chef's kiss.
Yes.
There was another one I saw. It was on Hulu, and it was like it was some actor that you wouldn't expect to be like a hero or whatever. I think it was like Nicolas Cage. Well, actually, I did watch that one Wally's Wonderland with Nicolas Cage, and
what a trip!
Yeah, it was. It's like have y'all seen it?
Yeah, it's a trip.
Yeah. It was like he goes in and. You know, the puppets are like, they're supposed to be robots, but they're clearly like, people in costume or whatever else.
You know what? Nicolas Cage movies, they go back and forth so much.
You never know what they're going to be.
When I watch a Nicolas Cage film, I'm like, what kind of roller coaster is he going to take me on
Exactly.
this time? Because he could be either really good or horribly bad.
There's no in between.
I love it. I love it.
And I'm
There's no in between.
What kind of roller coaster ride is he going to take me on? Because this is...
Is this going to be epic and change my life, or is this going to make me wish that I had got my money back?
I will say Con Air was an experience.
Yeah, Con Air is... I'm not paying for any more Nicholas... No, I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for after Ghost Rider... Now, look, I'm a huge Marvel fan, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I am not ashamed to say that I'm all for the Marvel Universe and all the Marvel
love
stuff.
it.
But after seeing Ghost Rider, I said, no more. I'm not paying for you no more.
See, I want them to remake the Ghost Rider movies so bad.
Who do you think should be?
Oh man, don't ask me that. I don't even know.
I've never really thought about it, really.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know who could fill that role.
Bad taste in my mouth that I'm
He did so good on the first one, though. I think, but the second one was just it was too far.
Stupid.
He had to be drunk.
I mean, the first one was mediocre, and I'm like, okay, it's all right. Maybe the second one will be better. Because sometimes you're like, you know what, the second one is usually
it was atrocious.
Better. But luckily, I watched the second one at home, and I'm like, I'm glad I didn't go to the theater.
I'm glad I didn't waste my money sneaking a chicken sandwich.
Going to the theater anyway. I know a lot of people love the theater experience, but I can't stand it.
there are some movies though that you have to watch at the theater.
Okay, there are some, but
Yeah,
you know
there
what?
are
I have a
some.
nice home theater,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have to worry about whether Becky in the front row is going to be on her
Right.
fucking phone the whole time, because I will out Karen a Karen like
I
you
would,
have no idea.
If I go to the theater, it's Monday, the last showing.
Yes.
And it's usually
what I
with
do?
some of that serve food.
I go to the movies at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon when there's like 6 people in the theater.
Yeah.
And I literally can just spread out
Yeah.
and just watch my movie and be fine with it.
Right.
And with the exception of the Infinity Wars and Endgame, I really wanted to watch that with people because I'm like,
Oh,
I
man,
wanted
those
to,
were so
those
good.
They were so great. They were just so great.
Oh,
They
they're
were
so.
great.
I think I've seen them about 20 times.
I've seen them about 30.
Oh
girl.
my God, they're so good. Like as soon as they were available,
And I
like we
tried-
went and saw them in the theater, but as soon as they came out on Amazon, I was like, buy it. There goes all my money.
Exactly.
Like every Marvel movie in the whole
And
universe.
I try to look for Easter eggs and all this other stuff. And you know, I watch a lot of YouTube videos. And let me tell you something. Sometimes when they're like, oh, well, this character is probably going to be in this movie, and blah, 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 blah. And then you watch the movie and it's like, where'd you get that idea from?
Yeah.
You got me all hyped up thinking that, like, for example, oh, mutants might be in this movie. And I'm like, oh, I'm excited. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe there might be like a character appearance or maybe some reference to it. Nope.
Who's your
And-
favorite mutant?
I'm tied between, amazingly enough, 2 elementals, Storm and Iceman.
See, I love Beast.
I love Beast when it was Kelsey Grammer.
Okay.
Yeah, that was.
Don't get me wrong, like not the movie Beast, the comic book Beast, because he was fierce. Like he talk about a genius and also a badass.
Yeah,
like he
exactly.
was the whole package.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I think for the longest time, because I resonated so much with having trouble with accepting myself completely, and so did he. So I just resonated with that character and dealing with all of that outward stuff and how to turn it inward and not let it take over my life. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
awesome.
So I liked Beast a lot. That's my dude.
Well, for me, Peter Parker was my go-to guy because Spider-Man, I mean, this guy, he helped me figure who I was because he was a nerdy little weird kid that everybody hated. I was a nerdy little weird kid that everybody hated.
Yeah.
So I just naturally was drawn to him, and I read I've loved all his stories. I still do, with the exception of One More Day, but we're not going to get into that.
Oh.
But One More Day, I actually stopped reading comics for 3 years after that.
Oh, my.
But yeah, but he was the person. I mean, especially with like late 70s, early 80s. I don't mind showing my age. It's fine. late 70s, early 80s. You know, I'm a young kid trying to. And by the way, I knew I was gay since I was 6,
Nice.
but I didn't know what the word was. I just
Right.
knew that I saw a man's penis for the first time and went, I like that.
Nice.
Like that's for me.
Yeah.
This is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah. This is for me. Now at 6, I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I just knew that I liked it. I knew I'm like, yes. I didn't know what I was going to do with it until later.
And then you figured it out.
And then I figured, girl, it didn't take long.
And now we just come up with more creative ways to do things with it.
Yeah, exactly. And girl, it didn't take long. Let me tell you,
It's,
it did not. It was. It's like, oh, I became a pro. Thank goodness for porn because that's how I'm. Unfortunately, and like I said, I love and I know it's going to get even better when they start teaching. When they go back to, hopefully they'll go back to start teaching sex education in the schools.
Accurately. And
Accurately,
not just for
Accurately.
straight people.
And not just for straight people because, I unfortunately had to get my education through porn.
Yeah,
And
because
that's-
they don't teach you what a dental dam
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
They don't teach you what any of that stuff. They don't. It's ridiculous. My kids when they went through sex ed, because we live in a small town. Okay. And they didn't even have them put a condom on something properly. So they didn't even teach them how to do that
my.
right. So when they
Exactly.
got home, I had a whole stack of condoms and some bananas. And I was like, guess what you're doing today?
You're practicing.
You're going to do this until you get it right. And they were like, Mom, I don't want to do this. And I'm like, yeah, well, I don't want to be doing this either. But guess what? I'm not going to have grandkids until I'm 50.
Yeah.
And for me, in the late 80s, I am 18, 19, the late 80s, the 90s are about to roll around. The AIDS epidemic is running around. I don't know how to put on the condom. I didn't know how to put on the condom. or how to protect myself in any other way except for watching porn.
Yeah.
And porn videos were the only videos that showed. I did not even know how to put on a condom.
That's sad.
Yeah, they're porn are not real big on condoms.
No, they just started.
Not anymore.
The porn actors had just started wearing condoms right around that time, because a lot of them had passed away, by the way. So the new ones that were coming around, they were starting to do videos that
well, because for the longest time they didn't know what was spreading it, what was causing it, what was going on.
But the porn industry was so innovative about how to show people that you can have a good time with a condom on and be
so important.
Be safe. Mm-hmm. So if I give it to the porn industry has always been very innovative, especially when it comes to the internet. We wouldn't have streaming or a lot of stuff that we have going on if it wasn't for the porn industry.
True.
If it wasn't for the porn industry.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't realize. It's fine. It's just
it's all going down.
It's all going down. You know,
have you heard that song, "The Internet Is for Porn" from Avenue Q?
Yes.
It's one of my favorites.
It is one of my favorites.
The internet is really, really neat.
Oh, you know what? We don't need it. We had it up when it was raining, but I don't think we need it now.
I don't think we do either.
I think we'll be all right.
We all right?
I think we'll be all right. But like I said, it was. I got my first dick pic on the internet.
Nice.
On the internet, of all places, AOL.com.
As long as it wasn't unsolicited. Unsolicited dick pics are not cool, you guys.
Yeah, I know. For the late, and by the way, there is not a female friend who I don't know who has not gotten
several.
Who has not gotten at least one.
Several.
Every female friend that I've ever talked to has said, "Yeah, I'm girl." No, I don't want them. I don't understand why men feel the need.
It's worse when you tell them you're gay and they're like, "Well, wait until you see mine." I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
Boo, I've seen so many dicks. I don't need to see yours too.
Yeah,
Let me show you some better ones.
Yeah, exactly.
So I started sending pictures. Yes, I started sending pictures back of ones that are bigger.
Yeah,
exactly. They're like, "Why are you sending me these?" And I'm like, "Why are you sending me yours?"
Exactly.
I was actually at a.
I don't understand where heterosexual men thought that heterosexual women were out here having discussions about the fact that y'all were sending. Oh my God! I didn't get a dick pic. I feel so.
No, it's not.
It's an attachment to their penis. It's like ever since they're little, watching it grow, think like, look at me,
Yeah, exactly. But women don't want to see that.
Nope.
No. Heterosexual women could care less about your penis.
Nope, we don't care. Well, I can't say on that. I'm pan.
Well, you're pan,
I'm
but
pan.
still, you deal with men.
Yep.
The fact of the matter is, heterosexual men, they don't want to see your penis.
They don't.
We don't. They don't really care. We
don't
want to
see
about your penis.
We do not.
Because if they started caring about your penis, none of you would show your penis.
Okay.
None of y'all would show your penis.
Okay, because those conversations are brutal.
Yes.
You get a bunch of women together, especially if we've all had you, honey.
Yeah,
oh my!
exactly.
I remember there was an app called Lulu, and it was for women only, and. You would rate, like, girls would get together and rate guys on Facebook.
Brutal.
And the hashtags were or too big for his pants, or like has a drinking problem and stuff. Like they were just like savage, and it was just
yes. I love sitting around with a group of heterosexual women when they're talking about their husbands or their boyfriends. They are. Oh my God, they are savage.
They're brutal.
Oh yeah,
brutal.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
ferocious.
Why do you go home? Why you going home with that man?
Go run, shit.
Well, if love has taught you anything, love is acceptance. You just have to accept it.
Love is acceptance.
Love is turning the lights off.
And she goes, and one of the girls goes, "You know what? I don't understand why they make a big deal about their penis size. I don't need all that dick. Nobody needs 12 inches of dick. No woman has ever said, "Oh my God, now
come inside and rearrange my guts."
Don't get me wrong. There might be one or two. I'm not gonna say all women.
So okay, there's all right. There's some definitely size queens in the as far as women go too, but there is too big. There is such a thing as too big.
I'm a gay man, and there is such a thing as too big.
Of course there is. But there's also, it's not always true that size doesn't matter, okay? The motion of the ocean does count, all right? But if you don't know what you're doing and you're big enough, I'll roll you over and show you how to make it work anyway,
there you
go. So... there is that.
I've always said it's not the size of the boat, it's not the motion of the ocean, it's who's at the helm,
I like that. That's fact. Relax.
You know, make
the captain of that ship. Oh, you know what? I'm okay with that.
yeah.
You could be the captain of that ship. I'm okay with it. And
Tell your girlfriend to call you captain, oh captain, and then
Oh, captain, my captain.
and since this is Pride Month, let me re-educate. I try to do this every year now when it comes to sexual positions in the gay community. Top, bottom, and versatile. So let's have this conversation again.
Let's have this conversation.
Versatile. Please stop telling me that you're a versatile top and a versatile bottom. You know you're not. you know you're not.
Liar.
And especially with bottoms. Look, if you're a bottom, be
a bottom.
I have been praising bottoms since I started this show. Bottoms need that praise. Y'all don't
Yes.
understand.
Bottoms make the world go round.
Thank you. Bottoms have to put in a lot of work
Yeah, they
and
do.
effort. And as someone who's versatile and every now and then bottoms, I know the work.
Yeah.
I know the work. When you know that a man's coming over and you have to
You can't eat.
Girl, I can't do Sunday brunch with y'all. I got
Yeah.
a man coming
I got a date.
You can't
Yeah.
eat.
and I'm gonna be a bottom. Oh, girl, make sure you cleanse.
Yep.
Keep as one of my friends who's the most Southern Belle person on the planet. He is just a hoot. You got to keep that kitchen clean, girl. No gay man likes a messy kitchen, girl.
Nobody.
Because you know people talking. You don't want to build a reputation of having a messy kitchen.
You don't want to build a reputation of having a messy kitchen because queens will walk by you and go,
Slime in the ice machine.
Yeah, exactly. So once again, bottoms, stop saying you're versatile. You're not versatile. You are never going to get on top.
Nope.
In any way, shape, or form.
Oh, there's another one too now, though, a side.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about that? Yeah, they don't like topping or bottoming. They just like oral.
Oh, yeah.
They call them a side.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've met...
Like a side piece.
Not exactly.
Not
Not
exactly.
exactly.
But I've met guys like that before, but we didn't have a name for that. We didn't know. I'm glad
the
that there's...
side.
Yeah. I mean, I know everybody's on this labels, not labels thing, but I like to know up front what's going on.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, I am a true versatile. I enjoy being the top, and I enjoy being the bottom. Just let me know what you need.
It's very sexual.
Because I love men.
Yeah.
And when I'm in bed with a man, I want to have a good time with a man.
See, I'm so different, but it depends on who I'm with. Like, as far as women go, I'm a top. I want all, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to guys, I'm super submissive. So weird.
I don't think that's weird, though. I just think that you like what you like, girl.
Yeah.
You like what you like, and you should just enjoy it.
Well, I say submissive in the bedroom, okay? Because I don't ever stop being a boss.
There you go. Boom. Mic drop.
But I don't really have that much beef with tops because all I can say to a top is just do your job, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Just do
Do
your
it
job,
right.
Just
Don't. If you're gonna say you're top, be confident in it. You know.
Remember, be gentle.
Yep.
Stop going in there. First of all, and there is a big difference between a vagina and an asshole.
Okay.
You don't just go deep diving into an asshole.
No.
No, you don't just ram it.
That's
in
just
there.
rude.
Thank you.
That's just fucking
Somebody
rude.
said it. That is so rude. That is so rude.
I know you're excited, but let's take it easy.
Right.
You know, let's work this
I
up.
know I'm squeezing it right and doing all this stuff, but come on now. Come on now, slow down. Watch what you do.
I've been doing my Meagles.
My Meagles.
Amigos,
Oh,
yes.
Lord Jesus.
Yes.
My Meagles.
Actually, everybody, if all guys should be doing Meagles because it's good for prostate. Prostate
Yeah, it
cancer is no
is.
joke. You gotta, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Meagles
Exactly.
and Kegels are very important. Male
Exactly.
or female or non-binary.
Exactly. So
It's very important.
So this is your pride sex moment. And like I said, bottoms, just do you. Thank you for... like I said, thank you for being you.
Yes,
Yeah.
round of
Thank you
applause for the
that's
bottoms
a
making the world go round.
Making the world go round and keeping those kitchens clean.
Yes.
Yeah. Come on with it.
Come on with it. Thank you very much.
Texas Home and Garden.
Texas.
Texas Homo and Garden.
Yeah.
Texas Homo and Garden.
You know the way we're talking right now, you would think we already had a little bit of edibles right there.
Well, that's why I say I don't drink. I'm already obnoxious. I don't need any help.
Exactly. And I indulge in a cocktail or two, but I'm trying to get away from.
I drink like twice a year.
Yeah, I'm trying to get away from it. I drink maybe once a week now.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm I'm a binger.
Yeah.
I get into conversations with people, and then suddenly there's been 4 drinks in front of me, and I've already drank them because I'm talking
Lord.
so much that I don't realize what I'm doing when I'm drinking. So by the time the conversation, it's like, hey, I'm having to go. And if you've heard an episode with me and Julio sometimes brings a bottle of whiskey over, I'm like, by the end of the show, I'll be perfectly fine until the last 2 minutes of the show. That it's like, so it was a great time. Julio was my guest this week. Thank y'all for coming. Julio, get out. I gotta go. Or I'll repeat myself like 19 times before anything else, and then I'll say it's time to go. So there have been 1 or 2 episodes. Like, I try not to do that too much on the air anymore. But every podcast right now is everybody having cocktails on the air, and I'm like, I don't want to be that.
Not on today.
I don't want to be 100% that podcast. That's how we started off as a podcast to begin with. But eventually I was like, I want to expand it and grow and do more stuff. So I don't want to be like drunk on the air all the time.
Right.
That's
messy.
That's messy, and I'm going to end up in AA or somebody's going to put me in rehab. No.
Yep.
Somebody's going to send me a little email going, girl, you need to get some help. I listened to your show last week. I'm worried about you.
Yeah. That's how it starts, though. It starts off all innocently, and before you know it, you need it.
Exactly. But right now, like I said, I have been doing this now for 2 years. In the last year, from doing buddies to sitting here with Wendy, it's been an exciting ride. I have really enjoyed it. And a lot of time during COVID, I was actually going to quit the show.
Really?
I was done. I was like, I don't want to do it. There was too much drama, or the co-host that I had before, and all this other stuff, and I tried to do the show by myself, and I realized I can't do that. I need to have somebody on my side. I need someone to bounce stuff off of. And I was going to give up on the show, and 2 of my bestest of friends, who we've known each other for 30 years, and this is the beautiful thing about Pride. I tell the young gay men all the time, you need to make sure you have those 2 friends who are your ride and die friends, because those friends are going to be with you for about 30, 40 years.
Yes.
And they will literally, when you need to pick me up, they're going to be right there. These are going to be the bitches who are going to be there when you really need them to be there.
They pick you up when you need to be picked up. They kick your ass when you need to get your ass kicked.
So this year during Pride, we, instead of hitting the bar, we hit the bars on Friday night, of course. But on Saturday, instead of hitting the bars, we went to Galveston. We rode the ferry. We talked about memories and our youth and all this other stuff. And that, to me, made me think how much I love Pride and how much I love the fact that I have a family of 2 of the most incredible men. We are family. Even when I love my family, but sometimes we don't get along and they don't understand me a lot.
Yeah.
And they try, but, sometimes...
Your chosen family is really important.
Yeah, but, it's important that you have those 2 ride or die. You're going to need them. Yeah. You are definitely going to need them. We struggled through the 90s with all the AIDS stuff. We struggled through the early 2000s when we were finally able to be a little bit more freer and all this other stuff. We've gone through boyfriends and relationships. One of my friends, several years ago, he came out as asexual. Yeah. And he was so worried that I was going to be upset about that it made me upset. Because I'm like, why would you, girl, why would I be upset? Why would you think I would be upset? Well, because I didn't want you to look at me any differently and blah, blah. I'm like, girl, no.
You haven't changed. You just got a new label.
That just shows the importance of having friends like that,
So having the 2 ride or die friends that you can be with, I mean, like I said, that made me, I almost cried because I cannot believe how lucky I am. We have survived
so much.
100 prides.
Okay.
100 prides.
I can't even count how many prides we have been through together. And just to have that moment when you have your sisters on the side of you, and we've all been through shit. We all have our baggage and everything else. But to have those relationships are the best.
It really, it matters to be
and like
supported.
I said, 18, 19, 20-year-old gay men, I said, make sure you find your two ride or dies.
Yep.
And you will find them. Trust me, you will find them. But make sure you find your two ride or dies because you're going to need them for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Absolutely.
You're going to need, when everybody else abandons you, you're going to need them for, and if it wasn't for them, I would have quit this show, to be quite honest.
Oh, bless them because I'm having a ball.
Yeah.
Yes. So, this is what Pride is all about. It's about community. It's about love.
Yes.
It's about acceptance. We have a new, getting to know an ally in the community. You just so damn hot. I just wish you were a little bit more than an ally. But I tell some of my straight male friends, I'm like, you can still like girls. It's okay. You can still like girls. That's fine.
It's like, you still don't like them for right now. You can say there ain't nothing changed.
And to be quite honest, I know that this might sound cruel, but don't take it as cruel. I just need to get what I had to get, and you can go on about your business.
Oh. I'm not trying to marry you. I'm just trying to get up under you.
I'm not, or on top of you.
Or on top of you.
Remember, I'm versatile. I can do it. I can do it all. I can do it all.
Well,
I have limits. I did find that out at Ripcord on Friday night.
Was that one of the times you got kicked out?
No. Okay. No. But the most harrowing experience at Ripcord, when I think I was 24, and I had just got a Ripcord for the first time. The first thing I saw when I walked in was some boy strapped to a post, and everybody just whipping him. And I'm going, okay. I'm like, okay, well, we're at Ripcord. This is what I heard about. Not a big deal. I'm okay. A little bit later, go out on the back patio, and I'm not going to tarnish Ripcord's reputation, but everybody knows what used to happen on the back patio at Ripcord after 2 a.m. So I'm not even going to say anything about that. But then I went to the restroom. Little man of 5'3", 5'4", just laying in the urinal, and just people peeing on him. And I'm like, you know what? Gotta go. And this was 95, and I'm like, oh no, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, I can't do it. Can't do it. So now when I see the new culture and everything else, and I'm like, girl, y'all don't understand. I have seen worse in the 90s, so this is not.
This is amateur. Yeah.
Y'all are having fun, and as long as you having fun, you want to be a little pup. You want to wear latex. You want to. Yeah. Whips and chains. I tried BDSM. I did try BDSM for a little bit, and the only aspect that I like of it is the spankings. Yeah. I love a good spanking sometimes.
That's how you learn. That's how you figure out what you like.
I'm all about it.
You got to try it all.
I'm a brat and a rope bunny for sure.
I like a firm hand, and I like a little candle wax. Candle wax.
Candle wax is hot.
Oh my God, that's
literally and figuratively.
Oh my God, the first time I tried candle wax, and I was like, I felt dirty, but I like
it. It burns so good.
Yes, it burns so well.
Hurt me, daddy.
So, I bounced around and like I said, I'm very sex positive. Yeah. Even as a man of my age, 53, and I'm proud to say it, I'm a very sexual being. Like I said, I love men. I love men of all colors. Yeah. Because, I'm not one of those queens who are like, oh, I only like blondes, or only like white guys, or blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I hate that.
And this is a joke, by the way. I fetishize all colors.
Equal opportunity.
Yes, I'm equal. Yes, I'm equal. As long as you have a great personality and a nice dick, and I said a nice dick, I didn't say a huge dick. I said a nice dick. And I know a nice dick when I see one. Yeah. And I'm looking at you over there, Grassman. I know a nice dick when I see one, and I'm like, oh, because there's nothing like a pretty penis. I'll tell you that right now. Well. And you understand that.
I do understand, but I don't know. As far as pretty goes, I don't think dicks are pretty. I don't think they're pretty.
They come in all different shapes and sizes.
I think are pretty. I think pussy's pretty. Oh,
but I have never been. I've had. But I've had.
He can't even say it. I've had
I've had pussy thrown in my face a couple of times, and I just went.
Happy Sunday.
That's cute. but that's not for me.
Yeah.
I think it's funny how gay guys think it's so disgusting, and I'm just kind of like, what is disgusting about a woman's body?
What is disgusting about? I said the same thing.
It's rude.
That's rude. I'm like, if you're gay, we understand that you like dick.
Right.
That's it.
That's the same as like straight guys being like, ew, gay men are disgusting. Why? Why? Gay men are just as beautiful as women.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just as beautiful. All bodies are beautiful
Absolutely.
and valid.
Everybody's beautiful.
All bodies are valid.
Yeah, all bodies are valid. All
Every body with a smile is a beautiful body.
And as I've grown and matured and embraced different ideas on sex and everything else, and for the longest time I would never date an uncut man.
Really?
I would never do it. Now it's like, bring it on.
But speaking of Miguel, the other day he had said something about his salami wallet, and I absolutely lost it. I was like, I've heard sausage wallet, but not salami wallet.
I don't think I've ever heard salami wallet.
Yeah, and one of his friends got on there and goes, the salami's uncut.
It's uncured meat, everyone. Which, like I said, I'm okay with uncured meat now. It's fine. Bring it on. Bring it on. Just have the personality and make me laugh. If you can make me laugh.
Yeah, that goes a long way.
You can make me laugh.
Humor goes a long way.
I will.
Humor and kindness.
I will be on my knees all the time. I'm talking to you, Grass Monkey, still.
The world would be a lot better place if everybody did more oral.
Yeah, exactly.
There's never enough oral. Giving and receiving.
Yes,
facts.
Never enough. Never enough. We would all be too busy, and we wouldn't have all the problems that we have.
Yeah, for real.
If you want to get racism, just everybody do oral.
Put a dick in your mouth.
Just put a dick in your mouth. There you go. And then you realize that everybody's just like everybody else.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Racism gone.
Yep. Racism gone. Racism cured with oral.
Girl, what time is it?
Oh, it is 1:13.
Girl, we went over.
Well, we're going to have to cut some stuff out.
No, I'm not. I'm not cutting anything.
All right, fine. Don't cut it out then.
I'm not cutting anything. You know what? Because, like I said, Miss Wendy Taylor, y'all, Saturday from, 8 in the morning? 7 in the morning, maybe? What time did you get up yesterday? Let's just say, how did you start your day?
My day yesterday actually didn't start until like 11. But it just didn't stop. It was consistently, it was a 12-hour day, easy. It was a 12-hour day, and the day prior was a 12-hour day. And today is going to be a 12-hour day. So Monday, I'm just going to die.
All I can say is that if you come into Buddies today, then like I said, this is going to go out as soon as I'm done. I'm going to do a little bit of editing, and then I'm going to put it out real quick.
Okay.
And so make sure, y'all, be nice to these bartenders because they worked 18-hour days yesterday. A lot of them are still hungover.
Y'all take care of your bar staff.
Please take care of your bar staff because let me tell you something right now. These bitches will read you if you they've already had enough from yesterday.
And they have full rights to do so.
And they have the full right. They will read you if you come up here acting all foolish.
And if they're too tired to do it, they can come find me and I will read you.
Exactly. Girl, call me on the phone and I'll give you an assist. I'll be your assistant librarian, girl.
I'll be your assistant. My reading glasses stay on, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
They stay on.
I will change reading.
The library is 24 hours a day.
I have 4 different pairs of glasses. Girl, just tell me which pair to put on.
Which one you want?
I will be right up here to read a bitch. Oh my God! I like I said, I'm so thrilled to be here for Pride and to
Same. I love Pride
and to do what I can at Buddies, and I'm glad that Buddies was able to host me for Pride.
I love Buddies so much. I have never worked with a better team.
Mr. Christopher Berry, thank you so much.
We love Christopher.
We love Christopher.
All of the entire management staff, everybody, the bartenders,
all the bartenders,
event coordinators, everybody is an amazing team here, and I am so lucky to be able to be a part of this team. They're phenomenal.
And if you tell Mr. Berry he has a nice penis, you might get a free drink.
Just say you heard it through the grapevine.
I haven't tried that.
Exactly. You know what the funny thing is? I hope somebody who's listening comes up here and says that because I really want Christopher to call me and go, did you just tell people to get a free drink and comment on my dick? I'm like, yes, I did.
Yes, I did. You're welcome.
It was Pride.
That's a solicited dicking.
You single? I'm trying to find you a husband.
Word of mouth, no pun intended.
Word of mouth.
So, Clink, thank you, Miss Taylor, Miss Wendy Taylor, for being
thank
here.
you, Joel, for
being
having
my
me.
co-host, who I will be calling when I need some help, when I need some backup.
Fabulous. I'm totally down.
When I need some backup. It was such a joy to have you on, and girl, time just flew by.
Yeah.
Girl,
Yeah,
really
this was
did.
a blast.
This has been great conversation,
You've
honestly.
been on for an hour
I
with
know.
us. Can you believe that?
I know.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh
been
my
an hour.
God!
Yeah.
I thought it was like 20 minutes. Holy
It's
shit!
been an hour.
Oh wow!
No, girl, we could stay here all day and just be chit-chatting all day like it's nothing.
I see that.
Yeah,
I think we were meant to be friends.
we were meant to be, girl.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to get you. Stop sending stuff on Messenger, girl. I'm gonna give you my phone number.
We're upgraded, so you can go in the contacts. You know.
Because
Be here for it.
You know, the funny thing is that sometimes when people send me stuff on Messenger, I'm like, "Does your phone not work? You know,
Are you on Wi-Fi?
did you not pay your phone bill?
Oh, no.
Like I'm on a family plan.
Are you trying to keep me a bit? Girl, I don't want you to know my number. No, don't call me. Girl, please don't. No, we can communicate on Messenger, but don't try to call my number because I don't want you calling me.
Okay. Exactly that.
And trust me, I have done it. I know how it is. I've done it on the other end where it's like, you just reach me on Messenger.
Timing is everything.
I tell
Send
everybody,
one
hit me on
text. That's it.
Facebook. Everybody hit me on Facebook because that block button is real easy to get by.
That block button is real, and I don't mind using it.
That block button is my best friend.
So yes, I had a good time. I think we gonna shut it down because I want Miss Wendy to get some rest. She has you have a show at 10 o'clock tonight.
I have
right?
a show tonight at Etro. I'm going to be
Etro.
singing backgrounds for Morena Ross.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm
Are you
really excited.
excited?
She puts on such a killer show, you guys. Y'all have got to check out. Morena Ross has done amazing things in this community, and she's a phenomenal artist. And she is part of the gay community. And she gives, she just does a lot of stuff for the community, and she's really big on artists helping artists.
Yes, absolutely.
And, which I think is really, really beautiful, and
Yes.
something that I've tried to foster in my own career too. And it means a lot to find a sister like that.
Yeah.
So to have a sister in arms in the gay community
Yeah,
and
exactly.
the artistry community.
She's really good about bringing people up. You know,
She really
she's
does.
all
She brings
about
a
it.
lot of artists to the. She offers a lot of people her stage.
Yeah,
Especially
And-
when I remember when she was doing a open mic at Guava.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, and I'd go there, and I'd like, you know, just seeing how many different types of
Oh, yeah.
artists are out
Yeah,
there, you know,
exactly.
and I think it's amazing that she did that for so
And it
long
was
and got
open
them
to
together.
absolutely anybody.
Anything and
Yeah.
everything, you know.
Yeah.
I saw some spoken word there, like
Yeah.
interpretive dance,
Yeah.
like stand up comedy. Yeah, it was
uh-huh.
great.
Singers, all kind of good stuff. Yeah, she's phenomenal. So I'm really I feel very lucky to be a part of her team, and
exactly.
I'm excited to do the show.
I'm
Take lots of photos.
I will.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have my show booked up for at least the next year. I'm meeting all these interesting
You
people.
gotta have Morena on your show. She is hysterical.
She is. She's awesome.
She is hysterical. You've got to have her on your show.
And she's real. She's real down to earth too.
Oh, she'll
yeah.
let you know what's up.
Yeah, she'll talk about anything.
She will talk about anything.
Well, this is the perfect show for her. Then.
Coming next week, you know.
Coming next week to our stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the perfect show for her. So yes.
Well, I really appreciate y'all having me on.
Yeah, well, thanks
It's
for coming
been
on,
a
man.
delight.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
been
been great.
It's been wonderful, and I know that in your old age, you probably got stuff to do.
In your old age of 30 years.
Your old age of 30, your knees probably hurt, your back hurts.
Oh, my
something's
right knee.
hurting.
Lord.
Something's hurting.
Nothing's hurting because I'm on CBD.
No.
Hey.
Oh, you and I are going to be really good friends. Swear to God, you and I are going to be really good friends. And then I'm going to call my cousin and say, girl, remember your knees? Let me get you some of this stuff.
Forget
you
about
forget
it.
about them after that.
Forget about
You
it.
can go back.
Forget about it.
You can go back to doing the charity work that you've done in the gay community for quite some time.
Awesome. Awesome.
And if he listens, he knows what I'm talking about. He's gonna laugh. He's really gonna laugh. He's gonna call me on the phone and go, "Girl, you just too thrilled."
No, you didn't.
Anywho, so we gonna wrap it up, and thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have your you sent me his information.
I
right?
did.
You sent me his
On
information.
Facebook, though, because...
You know what?
On Messenger.
That's okay. I will send you my number later on Messenger.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll do all that other stuff, and then we gonna get together again.
Yes.
I can't wait until Charlotte sits down with you because oh my god.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
She is. Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
This is for the dunk. That's fabulous.
You look good.
Okay.
Get it, Julio.
You know what, Julio? My God, you look good, and he can.
I'm getting very Fear and
still-
Loathing in Las
You can
Vegas.
still.
It is very, very lovely in Las Vegas.
You can still get some of this, girl. You look good. You can still get some of this. Look, I mean, look at that. And
Looking at very, very
It's all
posh in your
together.
resort wear.
And you just threw this
With your
on.
little handbag.
Yeah,
Purse
exactly.
first. Purse first.
purse first, girl. Purse first.
Oh, with with your flask. That's
I
smart.
only have one slight critique, though. I don't think that purse really goes with that.
Oh, the purse definitely does not go.
It does not go, girl.
It doesn't
does not
go.
That's my only critique. But for the most part, that
But
hat,
I see why you need it.
that hat. I understand why you need it, girl. I understand why you need it. But yes, but that hat, that dress, it's everything for me right now. Make sure I get a picture because I might post it on the page.
Before it gets wet. And then after.
That was Julio Pasenio through Wednesday through the Pride on the Bridge, which I missed. You know what? I was doing work on the show, and I thought for some reason, I don't know why I thought in my head that it went on until 9:30.
Oh.
And I get up there at like 7 o'clock, everybody's already gone.
It was hot that day.
Yeah. But, in my mind, I had it, and we're going to talk about that because I think we can make it bigger next year.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I think we can make it bigger. I think we can close down that bridge and have a big old dance party out there and just do that kind of thing. 'Cause I think yes.
I saw the videos. It was
Wild.
jumping. I was like, DJ, okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, we're
Turn
going
up.
to go to the city of Houston and say, let's close that bridge down. Because we're going to have a big pride party
Yep.
on that bridge.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. But we'll talk about that again. But let me get out here because
We're going to keep talking until this
It's gonna be another
sun
hour.
goes down.
it's going to be 3 o'clock and my friends are going to be like, girl, what you doing?
Where are you?
Where are you? We have to enjoy the last little bit of pride before we, one of my friends is flying back to Arkansas, so we need to get all our pride stuff in.
Yeah, you got to get your time in while you can.
I got to get my time in while I can, but for the most part, it was a great show. It's been a great show. I've had a great time.
Me too.
Oh my God, you and I, like I said, you and I are gonna be best friends. I swear to God. I don't mean that in a sexual way, unless you wanted to do that. But I don't mean that in a sexual way. I just mean we're gonna be really good friends.
I'm here for it.
And you know what? I'm ashamed to say this, and I cannot believe this. I am ashamed to say this. I've never been to Tony's Corner Park.
Really?
I've never been.
You should go.
A threesome?
It's just right down. What?
You say you never been in a threesome?
No,
I
Tony's
said-
Corner. Where's your head at?
I know, right?
I thought, was he offering?
Tony's does a lot for the community, and Tony's such a super nice guy. He was
He is.
really lovely to work with.
When I was working there, I like to call ourselves the Island of Misfit Boys,
Yeah.
because we're all, come from so many different backgrounds, and it's just like a melting pot.
Yeah.
And it's like, on the wall we have like our motto is all religions, all races, all sexual orientations, all creeds. And the bottom it says you be you.
Yeah.
So we love having everybody over there.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's my motto now. It's like, you do you, boo. You do you.
Yep.
And you can do you at Tony's Corner
You can
Pocket.
do you at Tony's Corner Market, or we could talk about that threesome. He said threesome. It's too late. You already seen it.
It's out in the universe.
Oh.
Put it
Open
out
the
in
floodgates.
universe. You open the floodgates. I went, what? Bye, Wendy. All right, we're out, and we're out, and we will see y'all next. Well, not next Pride, but we'll see y'all again. Wendy's gonna be back on the show sometime in the future. I'm gonna call her up and go, girl.
Date to be determined.
Date to be determined. But like I said, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
You have made my Pride. Like I said, I cannot stop singing her praises, but
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Because I feel like I'm sitting with like the biggest celebrity in the universe right now.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And
because that is the furthest thing I ever look at myself as. Like,
because to me, you're like the biggest celebrity in Houston, and I'm like,
that's funny.
I'm like, this has been a joy. This has been such a treat.
Did you meet your heroes?
Because sometimes meeting your heroes, girl.
Oh, I know. It can be really disappointing. Well, I'm glad I didn't let you down.
There was no way you could let me. I was worried about letting you down.
Oh.
I was so worried about letting you down.
There's no way you could.
Yeah, exactly. But,
there's no way.
Yeah, so thank you for being on the show, Wendy.
Thank you for having me.
Really do appreciate it. And thank you for being on the show whose name I forgot. I'm sorry. You said threesome, and I went into another realm. All I could think of is shirt off, pants down.
Oh Lord!
Happy Pride. That's what it's all about.
Happy Pride.
But you can leave your hat on.
Yes, please leave the Oilers hat on. That makes it even hotter. It's like, All right, so we're out, and we will see y'all later.
This show is sponsored by Tubi's Woodworking. Tubi gives you wood. Also brought to you by Bitch Boy Undies. Get you a pair or else. You can follow the show on most social media at That Lil Gay Talk Show. Check out the website, thatlilgaytalks.com. Music and vocals by Jamie D of Diamond Cut Entertainment.